everybody know who I want next. I want Terrence Crawford next.
You're gonna make that happen?
Huh?
You're gonna make that happen?
Oh, definitely. That's the fight that I want. That's the fight everybody else want. Like I said, I'm gonna get these straps that I'm gonna go over there and take his shit too.
All right. Errol, congratulations. Terrific fight this evening.
Thank you, man. Now, strap season, I know what time it is, baby. Terrence, I'm coming for that motherfucking belt.
All right.
I'm not catching fades anymore. Gotta keep my hands clean when they come for the board. Keep it smooth like a dawn, making moves in the dark. Cause I learned how to swim in the pool full of sharks. Now they coaches, cause they can't read all his motions. How the kid never switch codes, but he code switch focus. Staring down your team with a frozen, ice cold look that could end the summer solstice. Cause I'm more like the top.
Oh, well, everybody know who I want next. I want Terrence Crawford next.
You're gonna make that happen?
Huh?
You're gonna make that happen?
Oh, definitely. That's the fight that I want. That's the fight everybody else want. Like I said, I'm gonna get these straps that I'm gonna go over there and take his shit too.
All right. Errol, congratulations. Terrific fight this evening.
Thank you, man. Now, strap season, I know what time it is, baby. Terrence, I'm coming for that motherfucking belt.
All right.
I'm not catching fades anymore. Gotta keep my hands clean when they come for the board. Keep it smooth like a dawn, making moves in the dark. Cause I learned how to swim in the pool full of sharks. Now they coaches, cause they can't read all his motions. How the kid never switch codes, but he code switch focus. Staring down your team with a frozen, ice cold look that could end the summer solstice. Cause I'm more like the top dog. Keep on running game and the gang will accost y'all. I be calling plays from a plane while I'm off court. But we ain't the same, you a lame, I'm a mob star. Actually, I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athletes. Laughing when the cop cars try to catch me. Cause I rolled off in a taxi. Put my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pull strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode. I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, Godfather. I'm the kingpin. They know I'm a dog and a beast, man. Yeah, I keep the peace with a peace, man. I ain't got no time for a peace, man. Why would I respond to a pawn? I'm the... Hold up.
If I let my dogs off the leash, then you might want to get out of Dodge by the evening. Honestly, think it's not the blood and the beef, and they don't leave anything behind at the evening.
I can see you soft, ever thought about retreating. If you never have, then they'll give you a reason. Better watch your tone, lose your bass when you speaking. Underneath the mask is the wrath of a beast. When you learn how to smile in their face, then go cutthroat. Then they wanna call you a con when the blood cold. I remember starving while y'all had a truckload. Now I'm with the mob with the call and the gusto. I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athletes. Laughing when the cop cars try to catch me. Cause I rolled off in a taxi. Put my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pull strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode. I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, Godfather. I'm the kingpin.
In the building, starting to get the chops back, you know, coming on every day, doing our thing, covering this boxing, man. What is the world coming to? When Devin Haney is rolling up on folks and slapping and pimp slapping, you know, his daddy already a pimp. So, you know, look like, you know, a little bit of the legacy is starting to roll down, you know what I'm saying, to Dev, because, you know, he slapped Ryan Garcia today. Now it was more of a slap mush type of situation, but I mean, what is going on? I mean, do they really? Is this part of the promotion? Do y'all think it's part of the promotion, or do y'all think Devin is like that? He that guy. You know what I'm saying? He's developing that guy with a chip on his shoulder, like where he got to really come out here and prove, a lot of people that hate him wrong, you know what I'm saying? Because I do believe he has that complex, you know what I'm saying? Because I do see the writers. I see what the folks say. There is a buildup of Haney hate out there. So, it might make you want to go and, slap a person, you know what I'm saying? May get you to go out there, you might have to slap a couple of people. And Ryan, he did push the envelope, you know what I'm saying, by saying, "Where's your mama?" And I don't know if this was like a coordinated thing. I know what 2 Cent would say. If 2 Cent was here right now, she would say, they trying to sell the fight. And I have to tell you, you know what I'm saying? I like it. I like that Ryan Garcia's pushing the envelope. They're having a hard time selling tickets. So this would make sense, you know what I'm saying, for them to make it like it's personal or something. But I mean, what did you think about that? There wasn't much of a slap. Wasn't much of a slap by Devin, but he keeps trying to make it personal, talking about, what I'm saying, it's about his religion, it's about this and that. I'm like, man, get it, man, y'all just need to go ahead and, say, I want to see some punches thrown. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see no slap. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see that's soft to me. You know what I'm saying? Go on in there if you're gonna go at it, go at it, you know what I'm saying, a couple of times. Like, throw some punches at each other. This seemed too orchestrated is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know they need sales, everybody knows they need sales, so good like they're gonna come up with. And what's up with Ryan Garcia? He looks like David Banner. You know what I'm saying? After he transformed from the Incredible Hulk with the pants all ripped and everything. What and the rugged look? What is going on here, man? It's like it's almost like it's a facade or something. It's like we know you ain't like that, boy. We know you ain't. We know Ryan Garcia ain't no dude that's gonna transform into the Incredible Hulk. You know what I'm saying? He's no David Banner. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. You know what I'm saying? So they're it's almost like they're trying to manufacture some kind of drama. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's interesting. A lot of people are pretty much they're pretty much amped up by this shit, man. They think this shit is about to get, saying that Ryan is about to get busy. Ryan numbers are starting to go up as far as the people who believe that he might get Devin Haney off center. You know what I'm saying? Might get him fighting mad, fighting angry, and go in there and run into something. Maybe that's what the plan is for Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? And is it or do y'all think that boxing is getting too toxic, man? Is it getting too personal? I mean, we've seen it personal in the past. We've seen what Muhammad Ali did to Joe Frazier, calling him an ugly monkey, and he had like the little rubber monkey, and he was punching the monkey and everything, talking about he was too ugly, you know what I'm saying, and all this. And Joe Frazier took that personally, you know what I'm saying? But that shit was real back then, to the point where it was I think Joe Frazier had like a blank gun like in one of their no, that was Sonny Liston. I'm sorry, I'm crossing fighters. Sonny Liston, because Ali was like really trolling the hell out of Sonny Liston, and Sonny Liston had a pistol with caps in it, you know what I'm saying, blanks in it, and what I'm saying, he act like he was going to shoot Ali to get him up off him, you know what I'm saying, and Ali was all over Liston trying to intimidate him, you know what I'm saying. So this stuff's get interesting, you know what I'm saying, when you're trying to get the psychological edge, you know what I'm saying, on your opponent. And what I'm saying, I don't know if both of these guys are just trying to do promotion. And you got to think about it. Devin don't really act like this. Excuse me, y'all. Devin don't really act like this. He's got to be pushed. And Ryan, knows that he has to get something out of Dev. So, where's your mama? You know what I'm saying? Where's your mama? I thought that was pretty funny, man. Ryan is a provocateur, is what he is. He is a provocateur. He will make you, what I'm saying, he will make you do something. What's going on, the Keggy? What's happening, bro? Salute to you, bro. He said this made the fight real spicy. Yeah, that's a lot of people thinking that Ryan Garcia really believes, that he's going to get in there and Falumaloom Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people think he's gonna Falumaloom Devin Haney, bro. Just by this little, the way he's acting and the way he's trying to push the fight, it'll be crazy if he went in there and did that. He says, let me see, he says, what right? It's the fight. Yeah, So this might be a good strategy for him. You know what I'm saying? So it may not just be to sell tickets. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's just to get Devin to make a mistake in the ring. You know what I'm saying? And he comes in there. You know what I'm saying? Because Devin is a technical fighter. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna fight behind that jab. He's not gonna come in range. You know what I'm saying? Dev, he's gonna do his thing not to get hit. You know what I'm saying? So that means a loss for Ryan to me. If he goes in there and just do what he's supposed to do. The kid says, Garcia got himself a new wife too. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that where he got him a new wife. You know what I'm saying? I know she's enjoying the fact that he's going to be making tons of money. You know what I'm saying? And he's still got tons of money to make off his name. All he have to do is get in the ring and be Ryan Garcia. And that's big in itself, you know what I'm saying? Because Ryan got a following outside of boxing, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he got, I don't know how much he makes off his Instagram or his modeling stuff. He's got endorsements as well as Devin Haney has endorsements. But as far as his boxing career, you know what I'm saying, just by the chance of him being beatable, everybody's going to want to fight Ryan. You know what I'm saying? As long as his name lasts, as long as he give a good showing of himself, I think he's that dude that everybody is a safe win, but just dangerous enough to pique the public's interest. You know what I'm saying? That one dude who's not good enough to win, he'll always get the fights. Just like everybody want Thurman. You know what I'm saying? That Thurman is still good, but you know what I'm saying, that he don't seem to be like he was, so everybody want to try the dude they think they can beat. And Ryan is going to be, if he loses this one, if he loses this fight, everybody's going to be shooting for Ryan. Y'all already know it. Y'all already know it. You know what I'm saying? From 147, 154, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna be toast. He's gonna be that stool pigeon that everybody wants in the ring. And that's just how boxing works. You know what I'm saying? If you're beatable, you know what I'm saying, but you got a name, somewhat of a name, saying, people will come up off your name. And that's what Ryan's going to be for the 147 division sooner or later here. If he keep losing at 140, I could see Matisse or somebody like that, or, who really don't want to take Devin right away, or somebody who just kind of want to get a money fight in. That's going to be Devin's position. Now, if he goes out there and he knocks out Devin Haney, if he goes out there and knock the shit out of Devin Haney, oh my God, Ryan Starr is going to be on a whole nother level. It's going to be, come on now, you already know. You already know. Now, people don't like Ryan, and they don't, they don't like that he's half committed to the sport. But what if he learned some shit from Devin? I mean, not from Devin, but Derek James. What if he been really secretly, saying, doing his thing, saying in the gym? Cause I see him knocking down catch and shoot and doing all. I see him now. You know what I'm saying? What if he's trying to play dumb and trying to, trying to throw Devin off, thinking that he's just gonna have like a easy time, and he's over there with Derek James, like really training, really taking it seriously. We may have something different. We may have something unexpected on our hands. Is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And that would be a memorial fight, man. That would be something for the record books. You know what I'm saying? For Devin to get in there and and just have all kind of adversity. That's what championship fights are made of, man. Not just for Devin to go in there and have a technical sound fight. So what's going on, Cash Crypto in the building, my brother? One of the 300, the Keggy. What? Let me see. Keg said the Keggy say. He says. He says agree. Say he can have 3 or 4 losses and still be an attraction. He says. Yeah, and could be playing crazy, but come in to fight very focused. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? What if this is one of those kind of moves, and Devin is getting tricked, you know what I'm saying? Because he's extremely focused and he don't know what Ryan to expect, even though he's saying he's not saying, going to be deterred by Ryan's power or whatever he brings. It's going to be hard to outsmart. I do believe that Devin has a better ring IQ than Ryan just because of his activity and just because of his sheer passion, for the sport. But, Ryan got more natural gifts than Devin. He's got more natural power. He's got more natural speed than not foot speed. Devin got him in foot speed and technical skills. But man, Ryan got that quitter, man. He got that quitter. I do believe he got that quitter, and the way he's been looking, he looks extra bulky up top, which means he could tire out quicker in the fight. Because he got all those muscles. When you got those kind of muscles, in the fight, that them things need oxygen. So that's why he's talking about the second round. That's why I believe that Ryan is talking about knocking out Devin Haney in the second round because he's going to go for it. He's going to go for the knockout, and then when he can't get the knockout, he's going to exhaust himself. And I think that's why people believe that Devin is going to knock out Ryan Garcia. I mean, it's crazy to say, but that's what people believe. People believe that Devin is going to really knock out Devin Haney. I mean knock out Ryan Garcia. So mm, I'm looking forward to the fight, man. I mean, this just add just a little bit of more attention. But we know these guys don't really, act this way. Ryan is becoming, he's coming like a better Blair Cobb. You know what I'm saying? Like Blair Cobb talk a lot of shit too. You know what I'm saying? But I like to hear Blair Cobb talk shit because he get a little personal. He get a little weird with it. You know what I'm saying? And just like Ryan, them two are like two peas in the pod. It's just that, as a matter of fact, them two should fight. God damn it. I said it. Blair Cobb and Ryan Garcia should fight. I said it because they weird, man. You know what I'm saying? That would be a shit talking storm. Adrian, if you throw Adrian Bronner in the mix and shit, man, Keith Thurman, oh my God, all the best shit talkers. You know what I'm saying? Just put them in a damn fight with each other. That would be awesome. He says, yeah, boxing been slow this year, but this fight is the start of a great schedule. I think so too. I think so too. I think this fight here is going to start it off. Just going to get it started. It's just weird how Matchroom has like really the zone Matchroom. They're really starting to come up in this segment or this quarter of boxing. Because now they got Deontay Wilder. What's the little five thing they got going on there? Let me see. What's that little what they call it? The five. Hold on. I just saw it. With Wilder and what's his name? Ray Ford, and all of them gonna be fighting over there. Let me see. I just saw the shit. Let me see. See, I think it was called like the 5 for 5 or some shit. It's like Craig Williams. I just saw it. Well, anyway, so them dudes that are gonna be fighting over there on Matchroom and Eddie Hearn, man, he is, he might be picking up Shakur Stevenson. You know what I'm saying? So what is going on? What is going on? But before we get into that, let's look at this little snippet of your boy getting smacked up. That wasn't much of shit, but you know what I'm saying. Let's take a look at it real quick. It wasn't much of nothing, but so I didn't think it was too bad. So
Where's your mom at? Where's your mom, bitch? Where's your mom, bitch? Where's your mom, bitch? Where's your mom, bitch? Where's your mom? Where's your mom, bitch?
well, that was a nice little mug. That was a nice little mug. That was a nice little mug. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't too much on it. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all could have saw it. Hope y'all saw that. He said, yeah, it's Frank Warren versus Eddie Hearn, the Queensberry versus what they call it, Matchroom or whatever. How they say it? Queensberry versus yeah. So but that should be okay. I think Wilder If he can use, if he can translate those boxing skills you be seeing on those videos into the ring, he'll be a bad boy. I mean, I think he should be able to beat Zhang, but Zhang is a lot. He got a higher boxing IQ than you think. He really knows how to throw his punches. He's slow as shit, and I think Wilder's going to be, a little bit more athletic. Still got a little bit more too athletic for Zhang, but what I'm saying, Zhang's smart. You know what I'm saying? He'll run you into a punch. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's punched like he's a damn mummy and shit, but he's a real smart fighter. He's a real smart fighter. Just slow as molasses. You know what I'm saying? He says, getting the loss in the script. What's happening, bro? He said that's a genius idea. Hey, I'd be wanting to see it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing against, a lot of these boxers. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see them fight more often. That way, we be more familiar with, and appreciate them more. That's all. He says Shake move away from top rank is good. Move away from top rank is good, but he needs to move to PBC. Oh, you talking about Shakur? Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, and you know what? You man, that is, I am so tired of seeing the same gang at top rank. Now, if they was just kicking ass and they were just beating everybody ass up in these different divisions, that would be beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Then they could have something like Errol Smith Jr. and Jamel Charlo and Derek James had over there at the PBC. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because it brings like an atmosphere of, like, what I'm saying, of domination, of what I'm saying, that's the place to be. You know what I'm saying? And but these top rank guys, what I'm saying, they're always fighting, what I'm saying, the lesser known names. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna say that all of these guys are bad in the ring, because every now and then, just like that guy who fought Fa Ajagba, you know what I'm saying? Shit, that was a good ass fight. That was a good ass fight. You know what I'm saying? You'll come across every now and then a good fight. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody will give one of the top dogs a good fight. Like I'm still waiting to see Tiger Woods. That's going to be one of my favorite guys, bro. And Shushu, of course, y'all know I love Shushu, his skills, and Abdullah Mason. These are going to be some of the guys that, and there's another one too. I think his name is Jackson. I got to go back, you know what I'm saying, and look over their roster. They got a lot of good young fighters that's going to be the shit, you know what I'm saying, that we're going to be talking about in the future. You know what I'm saying? So, people better, get ready, because top rank, of course, unless they do like Shakur and maybe move over to Matchroom. Matchroom is probably gonna take over all the top rank guys, because, they don't really like to pay them boys. You know what I'm saying? They don't really like to pay them to fight in big fights, and unless it's on an in-house fight, they're gonna have to build up some names so they can make some in-house fights. So right now, everything that's popping in the division is right now Matchroom and PBC. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, PBC. You know what I'm saying? They got their deal with the Amazon Prime. So I mean, once these guys start cross promoting, it's gonna be over, man. It's gonna be over for, like, top rank. If they can't get into the deal, or build up these guys' names. They need to start fighting some step up fights for real, for real. If they don't fight no step up fights, nobody gonna be interested in seeing them fight. You know, these lesser named guys. So you want to see, some really competitive matchups. You want to see Shakur fight Tank. If they can't make that fight happen, it's like, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? I know Abdullah Mason, I know they're still developing and everything, but it's time for them. It's time for them to get known. So they need a bigger pool now, because I think they're going to destroy everything around them. And it's like, they just too good for the guys they're fighting. You know what I'm saying? Kind of, and see, and I always equate things back to like Floyd, because Floyd fought champions, man. And this when he was like coming out, he was fighting champions, and you know what I'm saying? I remember when I first saw him, he was fighting Angel Manfredi. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's no excuses when you got that kind of skill, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like you just got it like that, bro. And I think a lot of those guys do have it like that at top rank. It's just that they don't want to take the risk like that. And it's like, I come from the era where a loss don't really mean that much. You know what I'm saying? Don't really mean that much. So You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have to step up out the shadows of Top Rank with Bob Arum and his old cheap ass. You know what I'm saying? So it just is what it is. Um, he says, why he's asking where your mama? I know. Why is he asking? Well, I guess to provoke. You know what I'm saying? To provoke Devin Haney into making the move that he made. And you never know. It might have been orchestrated. Like where your mama? That's not really. That's like a 1971 insult. So that's like an insult from 1965. Where your mama ugly. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man. It's like where your mama. I mean, even if your mama dead, why didn't he say your mama dead? You know what I'm saying? That would have been like more. That would have gave it. That's why I say it's kind of like orchestrated. You know what I'm saying? Why didn't you say yo mama dead? You know what I'm saying? Or what I'm saying? If you really wanted to go there and make it toxic as hell and make it awkward, you know what I'm saying? Say that, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't be where your mama. Where your mama? 'Cause like, bro, get out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? That's like some elementary insult. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on. It's like that ain't gonna really hurt nobody feeling where your mama. It's like, nigga, just because it's coming from Ryan, it's like, bro, come on now. He says, I think I see Ryan is feeling good now because he's got that, well, when you got your bride and you got your, a woman that you're marrying, and what I'm saying, you just feel extra, manhood. You feel extra masculine, and I think you see him with the extra stride, the extra mask, what I'm saying, the extra muscle. You know what I'm saying? Ryan might, he feeling himself. You know what I'm saying? So, where's your mama, nigga? Where your mama at? You know what I'm saying? It's like your mama dead. You know what I'm saying? What's up? Your mom. What he said. Your mama pimp. Coming up. Bill Haney pimped his mama and stuff. So Ryan will say anything to get a rise out of you. That's why a lot of people love Ryan because he's a natural troll. Says get into the strip. Get into the script. Said it makes you feel like it's good business going on. Yeah, as far as I think Eddie. I think he took his lumps early. And I think he learned. I think he's still arrogant as shit. I think he's over there. He really want to bitch slap the PBC because he got Jerron Booth Ennis. And if he can acquire Shakur Stevenson, then all of a sudden he's building a powerhouse over there where he's going to build a legacy where other fighters that's coming out the Olympics, coming out of different places, they're gonna want to be part of that. You know what I'm saying? With Matchroom. You know what I'm saying? They're going to want to be a part of that tradition, you know what I'm saying? Because he's starting to build a good legacy. You know what I'm saying? Before, it was just kind of like, a little icing, a little whitewashed over there. But now he's starting to get a little color over there. So, Matchroom's starting to look like the future might, not be so bad. You know what I'm saying? They might, like really push out PBC and everybody else if they keep, gaining these fighters and the PBC fighters keep falling off because Jamel and Jamal, they could be carrying the PBC. You know what I'm saying, but they're really not. You know what I'm saying? Because PBC had all the top fights that everybody wanted to see, but now the Aerosmith Jr., all the top tough guys have fallen off. They had belts and all of this, you know what I'm saying? So now, Matchroom is creeping on in. So they're gonna have to do something fast, you know what I'm saying, to gain the imagination and the interest of the public at the PBC. Since PBC got to stop putting on more costs, yeah, or boxers are gonna leave. Exactly. You saw they couldn't you know what I'm saying, they really couldn't hold down Jerron Booth Ennis. And that's just sad because Jerron Booth Ennis is gonna be in the sport for a while. Now, the multiple it's not a lifetime deal that they have with Jerron Booth in it. So it's just a multi-fight deal. So we don't know if that's two or three um fights. You know what I'm saying? I'm imagining maybe three fights, but that's not forever. You see what I'm saying? And the way Boots fight, he's gonna go through those fights pretty fast. You know what I'm saying? Because he do not waste time. You know what I'm saying? So he will decimate three of the 154 pounders or 170, 147 pounders with no problem. You know what I'm saying? That kid is just that good. Go back, man. I'm telling you. I kind of like have you ever like really equated how good a fight is by how many fights you like to go back and watch. You know what I'm saying? Some fights I go back and watch just to, get familiar with the fighter style, what they do off the jab, what they do in defense, you know what I'm saying? How do they move their feet and this kind of thing. But most times, you know what I'm saying, the fighters that I really like to see fight, you know what I'm saying, those are the ones you see the most. Like, you go back and watch you know what I'm saying, yeah, dozens of Floyd fights. Sometimes you just want to see that pull counter. Sometimes you just want to see how he shoulder roll, you know what I'm saying, just examine the shoulder roll. Sometimes you like to see Roy Jones left hook. You know what I'm saying? So, in the fighters that, that was really, smooth and great, you go back and watch their fights just for the entertainment of it. And I see Boots already, man. I don't watch so many of his fights. You know what I'm saying? Just for the entertainment value, man. I'm saying I'm watching his style and everything, but just a joy to watch him going to the ring and loom these guys. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Just how he put his shit together, how he look at punches, how he evades. I mean, that was so beautiful when you watch Floyd, you know, say how he dodged punches. You know what I'm saying? How he fought like Zab and fought the really higher up competition, the smarter he got. And I want to see how Boots develop like that, how his ring IQ develop, you know what I'm saying? But I think he's going to destroy a lot of those guys really fast at Matchroom. You know what I'm saying? So before you know it, we'll be right back in talks and talking about, is he going to go to the PBC, or is he going to go, you know what I'm saying, back to Matchroom, or, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know what Al Heyman has planned, but you know what I'm saying, the future is looking kind of, it's starting to close in on the PBC. They're gonna like really gonna have to make some moves here. You know what I'm saying? So these guys don't come in and force their champions out. Because they got it sold up at 154, but they just need to make them fight. They got enough fighters to like really dominate, but I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying, with Jamel. I don't know what's going on with Jamal. You know what I'm saying? These guys should be fighting. You know what I'm saying? And I know, there's a lot of emotional stuff going on with Jamel, you know what I'm saying? A lot of personal, you know, legal things going on with them, but they need to keep their eyes on the prize. You know what I'm saying? You're only young once. You can't be missing all this time going by, and that's your boxing career, right? Especially when you on the wrong side of 30. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of crazy, man. If you're on the wrong side of 30, so now you got the Devin Haney's and the Ryan Garcias that's picking up, and they're going to be the ones that take over. So you know what I'm saying, they coming up now. So it's like, these guys got to get it in, man, before it's time for them to sit down and start talking about fights. You know what I'm saying? I would see Keith Thurman come out, and because man, he is an excellent commentator. I just don't understand why he don't come out and just like Sean Porter. I get tired of seeing Sean Porter teeth, but he's a pretty good analyst too. Sean Porter, I mean, he makes it more personal. Saying, because you could, he gives you that fighter perspective. But I would like to see Keith Urban come out and give his perspective, because he's a better analyst than Sean Porter. I would like to see him on the Sean Porter podcast and like to see them do that together. I think that would amp up. 'Cause I don't think Keith Thurman wants his own podcast. I think if those two got together, that would be a powerhouse. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody loves his personality for some reason. They love. Can't you just sit there and listen to Keith Thurman? Sometimes he just connects shit. You know what I'm saying? That you like, what? You're like, this nigga just, what did he just say? You know what I'm saying? But he just captivates you. You know what I'm saying? And he's just a natural born shit talker. But I mean, I would love to see him do that. Let me see. Let's see my people they got. Okay, let me see. I thought they didn't have a wrench. He said, I think Ryan is just trying to get in his head to make Hank commit more. He says, I feel like it's a smart move on Ryan part. Yeah, because if it's almost like if you fight Mayweather, like you don't want him thinking, you know what I'm saying, or Crawford, say you just want to go out there, you want to keep him, just like Madonna when he came out and he fought Mayweather. Remember that? And Mayweather, I mean, Madonna had a really great plan, but I don't know how he didn't get tired, because it looked like he threw about damn 1,500 punches, you know what I'm saying, in the first, second, third, fourth round. He didn't give Mayweather a chance to breathe, right? So I think Ryan is kind of like not that Devin has such a high boxing IQ, but it's just that we know his feet better. We know that he thinks better, faster than Ryan. He's just more strategic than Ryan. So it might behoove Ryan to get in there and try to knock him out early. You know what I'm saying? I think Ryan, with his super speed, his super hand speed, he might be able to, if he can get Devin to be emotional, right? You know, he come in there and say, fuck Allah, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But why he in his ear, you know, he'd be like, fuck Allah. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, and try to get Dev off his, he might be able to put Dev out of there. He might be able to knock Dev ass out. You know, say, what's going on, D? Oh, look like let me put another link out there just in case you want to come up, bro, just in case you want to come up. But you know what I'm saying? Like, if he goes in there and he know Dev is kind of sensitive about his religion, and he start leaning into his mama, he's just trying to poke, he's just trying to find where Devin is mentally weak. You know what I'm saying? And if he play off Dev might eat a damn left hook, and he may shock the world. What do you think, What do you think, Devon?
What's
Let me see.
going on, Pool? Can you hear me?
What? Oh, yes, sir.
What's going on, man? Yeah, I just want to jump in real quick. I'm not gonna take long.
Hmm.
Um, Devin says that it's personal, man. I'm hoping he goes in there and fights. I know Ryan got a left hook, man, but that's what's gonna take Devin to the next level. If he goes in there and he's risk averse, it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? It's just gonna. I don't know how it helps his market value for his next fights. Like Ryan's being real disrespectful to this dude. Go in there and fight. This is if anybody, he should fight this dude. You know what I'm saying, Paul?
Yeah, oh yeah, no doubt. But they gotta amp it up like this because people are focusing in on those pay-per-view sales. Now that this is a big rallying point for downing, saying Devin Haney, right? Saying that he don't sell. It don't really matter for Ryan because I got the feeling that Ryan isn't gonna be around in about 4 years. I don't think Ryan's gonna still be in the sport. So, but for Devin, who has a long term career in this, saying wanting to be one of the greatest, say he's going to have to battle that for the rest of his career. So he's going to have to make these ticket sales like get up there, right? So everybody's like looking at these ticket sales, and it's like, so is this a ploy for them to sell more tickets, or is this real? You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows. I mean, what do you feel about it?
I don't know. I don't know myself, Paul, but Ryan was getting real disrespectful, and Ryan is a big reason why the tickets haven't sold. Because I mean, we think he's a nutcase. We
Yeah,
think he's
but
mentally unstable, so he's a big reason why the tickets haven't sold as they should have.
But
So if I'm
but
Devin,
black people love that kind of shit. We like crazy motherfuckers. We like drama like that. We like motherfuckers that's off their rocker. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some of us, I ain't gonna say all of us, but we the hardcore boxing fans. So we kind of like things to be the way it should be. But I'm talking about like drama really sells for the public. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, but it's more.
They're
But
not
this
boxing
drama's
purists.
different, Paul. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
This like he's mentally unstable. That's what it looks like to me. It
Well,
don't
maybe he
look
wants you to
like.
think that. What if he wants you to, you know what I'm saying? Like when motherfucker go to prison and shit, you want motherfucker to think you crazy, goddamn it. You know what I'm saying? I'm bad, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Hey, because when you scared of something, or like you scared of Tyson, the thing is you go straight at him. You know what I'm saying? You hype it up. You know what I'm saying? You make people think you're crazy. So I'm thinking maybe he's doing something like that because he knows if Devin is technical, he's more passionate, he's more committed to the sport. It's going to show. It's going to be embarrassing if he gets in there and get ate up, technically. So he's got to do something outside the box, like like throw him off his
Yeah, I can see
game.
that. I can see that
Yeah,
for
because
sure.
he's going to get embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, I'd be acting crazy too. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, or you do like Danny Garcia say, I was mentally insane or whatever when I fought Errol Spence Jr. Hold on,
Yeah, he was going through mental health or
you know what I'm
something
saying?
during that
Yeah,
Spence fight.
I was
Yeah.
mentally compromised. So, You know what I'm
But you know
saying?
what, Pool? I do want to see Devin go in there with some dog this fight. I mean, we know he can just outbox, stay safe. He could do that for 24 rounds if he wanted to. I really want to see him take his game to the next level. You can still fight close and still be technical. People compare him to Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather would sit in that pocket with you, and you still wouldn't be able to hit him, and he knows how to get his guys out of there. I'd like to see that from Devin in this fight because Ryan don't got feet. You know what I'm saying? This is the perfect
Right.
opponent to sit there
Yeah, to
and
try some shit out. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Um, well, I think Dev, I think he improves every fight, and I think that's what a lot of people are afraid of because they got a fighter that has no power. That, but he's improving on his skills. He's like one of them dudes, like let's say Jerron Booth Ennis. Like every fight, he shows you a different wrinkle that he has. You know, it's a different tool, whether it's defense, whether it's offense. And I think Dev does that too. He shows you a new something that he's working on because he's into the craft of it. And when you have a fighter that's into the craft of boxing, it's hard to beat those type of dudes. That's why it was hard to beat Mayweather. Even if you was more physically gifted than Mayweather, or he will outthink you. You know what I'm saying? So once you get that IQ, that ring IQ, and everything to work together, and I think Devin, because he's more active than a lot of fighters, people don't understand that it's not always about power. It's not always about speed. It's about sometimes it's about activity. As we see, it affects a lot of the big fights. You know what I'm saying? People who are inactive, you know what I'm saying, getting their ass beat because they're not focused on fighting, right? You know, they're not like really, in the ring, you know what I'm saying, and working out the cobwebs. So I think Devin got that over a lot of fighters. And I think that scares a lot of the writers and the promoters and people who want their fighters to be on top, you know what I'm saying? Who want the Inaways and who want all these foreign dudes up top. That they see Devin is going to be on top for a long time. So I don't know why the black fan base. I don't know why the black fan base is so against, saying the Devin Haney's of the world when that's going to be the guy who's going to be around for a while. Now, is he going to take a loss at some point in time? Of course, we know that as hardcore boxing fans that he gonna get his ass beat at some point in time. Because if you fight the best, long as you fighting the best, whether it be Tank, whether it be Shakur at 147, he's gonna run into somebody with that style that's just as dedicated, you know what I'm saying, to the craft, and they just got that style to beat him. And I think Shakur got that kind of style that he could beat him in a boxing match. Tank got that style where he could beat him. You know what I'm saying? He could knock him out, or he could outbox Tank. But I think Devin is picking up enough experience right now for big fights. You know what I'm saying, to where it's gonna be hard to beat him. I mean, he get that Matisse fight and beat Matisse. Oh my God, bro! I mean, he beat Ryan. He beats Matisse. He beats Pitbull. It's going to be a problem, bro. Because if he can stay at 140 and get that experience, man, it's going to be hard to beat him. Now, going up, moving up, I can't say because I don't know how his body will react to, saying fighting Jerron Boots. And I mean, I think Boots will just destroy him, but that'd be a good loss for Dev. You know what I'm saying? To be able to move up and get that kind of experience, you know what I'm saying? So, what I'm saying, I just think Devin, this is a good place for him, man. People keep saying like, they don't like Devin and they think Devin is ducking people. I think they got enough time. I think Tank is what, 30? I think Tank is 30 years old. You got I think Ryan is what, 25, but he ain't gonna be around too much longer. I think Matisse, so I think they're young enough. I think Shakur is what, 25 or something, 24, somewhere up in there. So they got time to get into the ring, and at later times, I think Tank, he need to move on it because he's 30. He don't want to be on the wrong side of 30 facing these guys that that's in their prime and shit, what I'm saying? So I mean, we got some good fights that could be made, man. You know what I'm saying? They just got to get to it, man. I think Ryan is a good stepping stone this year. I think what's his name, Frank Martin, and Tank, that's going to be one of the most exciting fights. I think Tank gonna probably knock out Frank Martin in a phenomenal style. But I think Frank Martin is gonna give him hell. But it's gonna be a good fight, and that'll raise Frank Martin's stock, just like saying Ryan Garcia losing to Tank raised his stock. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's kind of interesting to be so damn popular that even when you lose, motherfucker, you still on a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? That's when you fighting the best like that. That's what happens. You know what I'm saying? You don't really drop much. That's why I say Aerosmith Jr., even though he got beat, it's how he lost why people are saying shit. But Aerosmith Jr. is still a damn great fighter, bro. So if you fighting the top competition, you're not gonna fall much. You know what I'm saying? And it really don't mean much if you're a hardcore boxing fan if you lose one or two fights. You know what I'm saying? It's just how you lose and how you bounce back. Do you want to get that get back? You know what I'm saying? It's how people gonna look at you. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people saying that Aerosmith Jr. don't want that smoke, but I think he do. I just think he understands how Crawford works. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're after him, he's gonna make it that much harder for you to get that fight. Same with Tio and Devin. That's gonna be a hard fight to make because of that weird emotional stance that Tio has towards Devin Haney. It just don't make no damn sense. You know what I'm saying? These young dudes, they're very ego driven. They're very emotional. And it's like the hardcore boxing fan, hey man, drop that shit and y'all get in the ring, man. Y'all should have been fought 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of crazy. What's going on, Ramon, Carlin Jones? What's happening? He says, "What's good, pool panel and chat?" You know what I'm saying? It's a GD says, "I never saw a fighter self sabotage their own fight." So this dude Ryan, in Coke space. I wonder. They say now he got to take a drug test, y'all. Now think about this. Ryan still has to take a drug test. You know what I'm saying? So if he's on all this goofy stuff, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's got to be, he can't be on no cocaine. You know what I'm saying? He can't be unless they end with the VADA program, you know what I'm saying? Because all that stuff going to come out in the system. We saw what happened to David Benavidez, you know what I'm saying, when he lost his belt, for the cocaine and all that stuff. I mean, hopefully, Ryan, I don't think he'll go out like that. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be something else. I think he's just acting. We've seen him act cuckoo before. We've seen him shut down fights. I think it was the Javier fight that he turned down. It was the Javier Fortuna fight. He came back and fought him. But the first fight they were on for, he turned it down, saying mental issues. Right. So I mean, do y'all really think Ryan Garcia crazy though? I mean, that's just a question. Do you think he crazy, Kate? What's going on, KP from KC? What's happening?
Yo, what's up, G? How you doing? I ain't heard from you in a minute, man. I ain't touched bases, man. Boxing been
Mm,
pretty dead, man. Boxing been
I
pretty
know.
dead. Man,
I know.
it's. I mean, just to be honest with you, man, I really lost a lot of zest for, respect for. It's just like, God, man. It's
Yeah.
like they don't give us what we want. It's like we go through the drive-through, or we went to a restaurant and ordered steak, and then they told you, "Well, the hell with that. We just gonna give you this burger, and you gonna pay steak prices."
And you ask the motherfuckers too. You be like, "Hey man, is any ketchup in the bag?" And they look you dead in the damn eye and say, "There's a lot of ketchup in there, sir," and there'll be shit in there.
Bruh, that's how boxing is right now. Like, you know how they say, you go get it how I give it to you. That's what it is.
Right? Yeah, motherfucker. You ask for damn 3-piece white meat and shit, nigga. Nigga, you gonna have nothing but dog meat up
All thighs. All
your
thighs.
thighs.
But Pool, man, real quick before I hop off,
Go
I
ahead,
agree
G.
with what you're saying, and I think this is the perfect opportunity for Devin, like you mentioned, to show another wrinkle in his game and really push it to Ryan. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, they're trying to set up him and Tank. Well, you got to one up Tank. Tank went in there and beat Ryan's ass. You got to go in there and beat him. Don't put on another 12 round, boxing
Yeah,
clinic. We know you can box. Go in
yeah. I
there and
think
show
I
us
think you're
something
right, bro.
different.
I think you're right, bro. I think he has to.
Mm-hmm.
He can seize. He can really seize boxing because if you really think about it, right? I was looking at Tank's Boxrec while y'all was talking before you go, bro. And Tank really ain't fought 3 fights since like 2017 in a year.
Mm, mm,
Devin be active. He gets his fights. and you see him all the time because he's on social media or Bill's on social media saying something. You know what I mean? So Tank is just like out of sight, out of mind. He back and forth with jail stuff and all kind of other stuff. So like he loses a lot of steam that Devin can gain by just staying active.
Mm-hmm. And
But
that's the advantage. That's the advantage that
yeah,
Devin has over a lot of fighters. People they don't fighters don't seem like they understand how important it is to be active. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
And
I'm talking
If
about
Tank
even
don't
some
get
of
him
my
down,
favorites.
Pool. If Tank
Hmm.
don't get him down in the next like 6 months to a year, he gonna be in trouble because Tank gonna be over it. Cause just the way he lived, bro, you could just tell. I mean, it's no knock, man. I'm a big Spence fan, man. I picked Spence to beat Bud and all that. But your
Hmm.
lifestyle, it take a toll on you, bro. When you start getting older, you ain't gonna flip over after you've been drinking out all night. That ain't happening. You play games if you want to. You play games if you want to. Anybody know that? Every man knows that about his own body when he gets older.
It's a fact.
And that's true. But the thing about that, I think there's more to it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, anything, you got to stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? Between the
Mm-hmm.
time for you to, and I don't think Errol Spence Jr. was healthy. You know what I'm saying? I think he knew he couldn't go back, you know what I'm saying, without making that 20 million. I think he understood that at 33 years old, you're not going to get that opportunity. That's kind of like Hagler and let's say Hagler and Sugar Ray Leonard. Like they set up the fight. You know what I'm saying? You can't go back on that fight because you're probably not going to get that
You're
fight
not
that
gonna
to
get
be
it
able to
again.
make.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not going
Mm-hmm.
to get it again. I think that's what Errol Spence Jr. was facing. That I better go head on. Whatever he broken ribs, whatever it was, he went in there high. So he's like, fuck it, I'm fit to lose, but I'm gonna make this money. And
Yeah, I
mm,
think
That fight should have happened in July after that Ugas fight in April. That fight should have
hmm
happened July, August time frame. They
but
waited too long.
yeah,
There
they
was
but
waited too
even
18
long.
months,
but if y'all
18
look,
whole months
if you,
after that fight.
but if you go back and look at that Ugas fight, look at the shots he was getting caught with. I was like,
He
why
Right.
is he
got
getting
caught with
caught
some
with the
shots,
same
bro.
shot? Why? But
Yeah,
it
he
was
got
the
caught with some shots,
same. It was
Pool.
the same kind of shot, like he said, the cataract surgery. I do believe it. I believe it
Okay.
because he was getting caught
I
with shots.
was,
Like, why?
but
Why is he getting caught with the same shot? You know what I'm
but
saying?
see,
I was like,
Pool,
wow.
but see,
Hmm.
Pool, but Pool. I would say this as a Spence fan. I'm like, bro, I know you're gonna get paid for this fight, but you come out
Hmm.
and you tell your fans, hey, I'm good, and you know what I'm saying? I'm riding
Hmm.
with you on that. When you give me that word like that, cause I'm going by your word. So if you wasn't right, you shouldn't jump up in there. You know what I'm saying, Pool?
Yeah,
Because
and
at the
But
Spence
end
was
of the
yeah,
talking
day,
his he
a
was
lot of
talking
a
hey,
his
lot of
shit.
your fans, a
y'all,
Hmm.
lot
how
of
do
your
you
fans
pin?
put money on that, bro. You know what I'm
How
Yeah.
do
saying?
you pin a message to the top of the thing? I've been trying to figure
I
that
don't know,
shit out.
Pool. I don't know how to stream, so I just get on and talk with y'all, man, just to talk with y'all. Some of them young dudes, they know how to do it. I probably could, but I just never stream. I don't
Yeah,
got
I
no
gotta
channel like
research
that.
that. Cause I've been wanting to put like my cash app up top of there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
you need to put
you
that
know,
on there, man.
yeah. I mean, it's
And it
going
need to be
across the
on all your
screen, but
videos.
yeah, I think it is. I
I see
mean,
it going
at
across the
least
ring.
some.
I see it going across the screen right now. It's going on the bottom right
Hmm. Cause I need to get in the mix, man. Cause they demonetized me for putting that TikTok. 3 TikToks knocked out my damn modification and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Cause I was like, damn, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was doing pretty
So
good
your
there.
channel is no longer monetized. Is that what you're saying?
No, I gotta take
Okay.
some of
Okay.
these
Okay.
things off.
Do this too then, OG. Start you a
Mm-hmm.
Rumble too. Start you a Rumble one too. Rumble, you don't have to have 1,000 subs to get paid.
I got a Rumble. I
Okay, you got a
got
Rumble, so put the
I got a
tagline in
Rumble.
there.
I got a
Yeah.
TikTok. I got a
Yeah. Put
Instagram.
that
I just
Rumble.
don't be on.
Yeah, put that Rumble in the tagline so you can stream simultaneously on both and you can get you can get, you know what I'm saying? Because your Rumble is gonna
Yeah.
pay. It's a different
Okay.
setup on the pay. It ain't like YouTube. That's why a lot of
Okay.
people like it because it's a lot of freedom on Rumble. People can say what they want, but when these people start clamping down like they just did with what you just said, you got to make sure
Mm-hmm.
your backup is ready, man. Just
Hey man, the reason I hate Bud Charles Thomas because he always trying to go the different route. He won't just go through and fight everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like he's doing right now. Like he's trying to fight only specific people. You know what I'm saying? He's not trying to, go through and fight everybody. You know what I'm saying? Why not just re-sign with the PBC, man? And then you would get access to all the fights. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to go behind and he's trying to petition Maurice Suleiman to put Fundora as champion recess so he can squeeze him up out of there. You know what I'm saying? And he's trying to put the say he's trying to go behind the scenes and get his lawyer to get that Tim Zoo fight, or he's going to fight Fundora. He's trying to set it up. But I'm just like, bro, you doing all this shit when you could just sign with the PBC. It's like I don't understand why do you doing all this weird ass shit. Just go ahead and sign with them guys and get the fights. You don't want to sign a multi-fight deal. That's what it is, and you want to get that Saudi Arabia money. You know what I'm saying? Hmm.
Pool. I think not signing a deal right now is smart because man, I ain't
Hmm.
seeing none of them dudes fight. Man, we ain't seen the Charlo since man,
That's what
like
I was talking about
since like
earlier.
Mission in Action, bro. It's like
That's what I'm saying. The PBC is slipping. They slipping. That's like,
and before you know it, Pool, before you know it, remember, Tank about to fight in like June, right?
hmm
So that means this Pool, Earl Spencer's been off for a year when July hit.
wow. He back in
Yeah.
the same situation he was
You
in
see what I'm
before.
saying? You see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So like,
So
hey,
he,
bro, I ain't
but
signing no
but
contract
but
with nobody that can't.
but
I
if
can't
he
keep
get that
balancing.
Fundora fight, he gonna have to beat Fundora too. So he can't go out there, fucked up from being out for a year and not being inactive. He go out there and get his ass kicked by Fundora. That's gonna be bad. That's
See,
gonna
but
Hey,
be
that's
let
why
me
he
let
need
ugly.
a
me
fight.
say something real
He
quick,
need a
Paul,
fight, man.
before I hop
Go
off,
ahead.
man. What I still maybe you guys could help me out on this. Watching that bar fight, and I put a little bit of money on Spence, but
Hmm.
who thought he'd come in looking like that? Like if he lost, that's one thing, but it looked like he ain't even belong at the welterweight division. You would have never known that was a unified champion the way he fought
True
that
that.
fight. I
True
can't.
that.
It's something just didn't. To this day, I'm still confused. I know Bud is great, but that was a lot of that had to do with Spence, man. Like that was terrible.
I
I
I
think I
I
think
I
everybody
think
know that. It's just that the rivalry is so great, they're not going to give you that. I mean, the rivalry was so great. It's up to Spence to come in top shape and everything. And even though he probably wasn't able to do it, he still got to take the L. You know what I'm saying? And with how strong the rival was between them two, I think EJ understood that it was going to come back around at 154, and nobody is saying anything about it. They acting like the shit is not.
hey Pool.
Mhm,
I'm gonna just be
mhm,
honest with you. I'm telling you, I'm a Spence fan. I went to Dallas to see the Mikey fight. Look, man, I'm gonna say
uh-huh.
this, bro. They don't want to get back in the ring with that boy. That's what I see.
But what I'm
I'm gonna say
saying,
it this.
you can't say that. You can't say that, bro. I
Okay,
mean,
okay.
you.
Let
I
me
mean,
say this then.
he. Go ahead.
He gonna have to prove it to me by his actions versus when he jumped in that ring with Fundora. He looked happy to jump in that ring. Hey, all I'm saying is
Well,
this.
I mean, but who
You and
has
I know,
the belt? Who has the
When we
belt
get
at
whooped,
Go ahead.
when we get
Go
whooped
ahead.
on the streets, we going back to get that boy the next day. Family say, hey, you gotta go back and get him. And if you get whooped
Right.
again, you just get whooped again. All I'm saying
Right.
is this, man. It didn't look like they really want to go get that boy. Because if they want to go get that boy, they go get him. That's all I'm saying.
But
Hey,
this is what. But I want you to look at what's going on with that camp. That something. That
that's pretty
camp.
crazy, ain't it? It's pretty
Right. I
crazy,
mean,
ain't it?
because if the camp was on one accord, that would happen. But something is going on. When Negroes make the biggest money, like of their careers, you know what I'm saying? It's like all of a sudden there's problems. You know what I'm saying? When
Yeah.
everybody making, a certain amount of money, crumbs or whatever, it is no big deal. But once you start making big money, then now all of a sudden, because Derek James, he's been making money with Ryan
A bunch of
Garcia.
fighters now. Yep.
Right. So now he's seeing what they breaking him off. He's looking at now Errol Jr. is his biggest fighter. You know what I'm saying? You can't look at Canelo coach would never give these other fighters that he's training more attention than the Canelo, right? So why in the hell would you ignore your biggest asset in Errol Spence Jr. and try to train like a AJ? Because a lot of these coaches, they really respect the heavyweight division, and if you get your heavyweight up under your banner, that's huge. Say getting like a AJ up in your corner, or you know what I'm saying, or say being able to expand the way Derek James has had the opportunity to. So I think his head and his ego is getting a little big. You know what I'm saying? And
A
um,
pool.
hmm
A pool. I can't only put that on him, but I can also put that on his fighters because I don't really think that they thought what they was gonna see in that ring on July 29th is what they was gonna
hmm
see. Because I think they really
yeah,
underestimated him too, bro. And by underestimating him, that's on them. And us as the fans of the fighter, they made us look bad because I'm thinking this is gonna be at least a 7-5 fight or something like that, 8-4. But man, this man didn't win nothing but a round. Maybe if he won round.
yeah. But my thing is, how can the fans outthink a coach? How can
Yeah.
we not underestimate you know what I'm saying?
That yeah,
If
that's
you
messed
go
up.
back and watch your opponent's fight, you get an idea of what they bring, what kind of, tenacity they have, you know what I'm saying, what kind of level you need to be on for that fight. So how in the hell can that be true? You know what I'm saying? If you look at Terrence Crawford, you know he's an opportunist. You know he wants to get you at your worst. He don't really fight. You know, you win you at your best. So what you need to be doing is be at your best, you know what I'm saying, and just reverse all those things to nullify everything that Crawford be looking for. You know what I'm saying, when he wants to dominate somebody right in the ring. So I mean, how does that happen? You know, Derek James, you should be looking at the tape or film and say, okay, Crawford's going to be sharp. You need to be sharp too. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
You need to be
hey,
dis.
hey, Pool.
hmm
Hey, Pool, let
hmm
me ask you this because I want you to think about this because this is an analogy of these two fighters. Because now that
hmm
I've stepped away from it and got all that emotional and all that stuff out the way, this is how I look at that. I look at one guy as Allen Iverson and one guy as Kobe Bryant. That's the way I look at them too. Hey,
hmm
and I look at them that way because of the history of what I've heard about one fighter versus the other fighter. One
hmm
fighter, we don't never see him do nothing but hit that damn gym. That's it. The gym. Everything else
Right.
don't even matter in his life.
Retro game says, Charles Thompson, there's no hate for Bud. I just want to see the switch hitter versus switch hitter, but Bud don't want the challenge. He says, I can tell because Bernie, that mouthpiece they all talk. Yeah, Bernie he's like really, really afraid of that Boots fight, isn't he? You know what I'm saying? Because he really don't want to give Boots no credit, you know what I'm saying, for anything. I was like looking at that Mill City podcast, and he was like
I seen that
really,
before, yeah.
yeah, he was like really downplaying Boot's accomplishments. You know, what I'm saying, not that he's like, fought like the top elite, but I will put Roma Villa as an elite right now for what they got at 147. He is an elite welterweight right now, and especially the way he hit, the toughness of him, he is elite. He is, I would say, a B plus to A minus type fighter. You know what I'm saying? And I think Boots took a lot out of him, but people don't want to. But Crawford don't. I mean, not Crawford, but Bernie don't want to give him any kind of notoriety for that. They're trying to say he need to build his name up before they get that fight. I'm like, bro, if y'all fight, that's all the build up you need, because those two are two of the best. You know what I'm saying? I think their names will like really bring in. I mean, maybe I'm mistaken. You know what I'm saying? But I think they will sell pretty good if they can promote it. I think if Matchroom promote it, they put some good names up under that card. I think they'll do very well. Crawford and Boots. I think they'll do very well. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know
I
why
think
Bernie down. Go ahead. What you were saying?
since the
Oh,
underdog.
everybody fell on.
Nah, it flipped off. But you hear me?
I get you.
Yeah, I think Crawford lost a lot of steam and Earl lost a lot of steam since their fight because neither one of them has been back in the ring. Like
Right.
boxing is just man, it's just bad right now, Pool.
Yeah,
I'm
and
gonna be
it's
honest
hard
with
for
you,
the
bro.
content creators, because we have to you know what I'm saying, we have to regurgitate,
You damn,
talk about
you
the
damn
same
near gotta,
niggas. You know what I'm
you damn
saying?
near
It's like,
gotta,
nigga,
you damn near gotta start a new channel, something else.
right? Got to start talking about goddamn P Diddy. You know what I'm saying, on the run. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Got to start talking
yeah,
about. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
All the other
Talk
dudes,
about Atlanta Housewives and shit. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop and love, and you know what I'm saying? What's happening on the Let's see. Charles says says my man finally somebody is speaking the truth. Um, Calvin Ringo in the building, one of the 300s, pillar of pool counter boxing. He says they tried to, but Bud wanted too much money for the rematch. Right. I understand. He's an old man and he wants his money, but let's don't hold on to the belts. You know what I'm saying? Give up some of them belts at 147, because if you're not really planning on sticking around and fighting Boots at 147, you could fight Boots at 154. You could let them belts go, so other people can fight for them. He says, finally the truth is spoken. He says that's not Bud fault. He says Bud moving sloppy. And Retro Game said he said they keep sleeping on Boots. He says Eddie Hearn will make them pay. Mark my words. And Bud knows that the Saudis love Hearn. Say
Hey,
that
hey,
that
Pool.
hmm
Hey,
hmm
Pool. When you look at it objectively too, if you think of the 135 guys, like we talking about Devin and Tank. When you think of Devin and Tank, you also
hmm
see Devin in the gym all the time, not playing no damn games. Tank
Oh yeah.
Davis got a lot of shit outside the ring that be going on. It's so much of a parallel between those guys, man. Like when you just
hmm
watch it for what it is, you remember
hmm
this. With Mayweather, he was always Jim. With Zab
Right.
Judah, it was always some goofy shit going on.
Right.
It
Yeah.
is what it
And
is,
Zab would
bro.
tell you.
You can't
You know.
you can't protect these fighters from what they be doing outside that ring because they've been
And,
doing
and
shit.
Zab
And I'm gonna tell you
and
this,
Zab.
Paul.
Go ahead.
Let me
Go
let
ahead.
this out real quick. Even with this player from the Chiefs, because I'm in KC, Rasheed Rice was just down there racing a car in Dallas and just got it and got in trouble for it. He was a rookie this year. This fool done
hmm
raced his Lamborghini 120 miles an hour on the highway and left it there. Just walked off and left the car. Got him on video and
hmm
everything. Paul, look up the story. You're gonna be like, damn, I
Which,
can't believe this fool did this.
what you talking about, Jared?
No, Rasheed Rice, a football player for the Chiefs. He
Oh,
just
I
did it
believe.
in Dallas a couple weeks ago.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it.
Bro,
I
bro,
don't. I don't. I don't
these
know what's
cats is
going on.
wild, man. These cats is wild, man. I ain't seen man some stupid stuff going on, man. And he getting sued
It's,
right now for a few $1 million. And he just started playing last year as a rookie.
hey man, when the world is your oyster, man, you know what I'm saying, and you're your own worst enemy. You know what I'm saying? People don't know how to handle the success. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like, people be afraid. So you do stupid things, you know what I'm saying, to, to keep yourself what I'm saying, from winning. You do stuff, just dumb stuff, you know what I'm saying, keep you from succeeding, just because people are
Hmm.
afraid. You know what I'm saying? So you see Jerry
Hmm.
Anderson, what I'm saying, what he doing with the law and stuff, then coming in with that damn motorcycle helmet, making himself a target, you know what I'm saying, for law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? You being a young black man, you should know, don't bring no attention to yourself, like that. You know what I'm saying? Why try to troll them people when they really don't need a reason to come after you. You know what I'm saying? And you're young, you're black, and you're going to be successful, making the millions of dollars. Why get in your own way? Go ahead, wait. Make the money first before you start doing this crazy stuff. Make the money first. Don't let these guys hem you up in Cleveland, Ohio. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to be looking for your car anytime they run your license plate. You know what I'm saying? And say Jerry Ann said, "Oh, it's that asshole fighter." You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're gonna get that ass. You know what I'm saying? They put the beat downs on you. You know what I'm saying? And now you got a chip on your shoulder. You know what I'm saying? So they do a lot of things like this generation of fighters. They're less into the craft of fighting. And getting they don't care nothing about greatness or legacy or nothing like that. They just, it's almost like they live for the moment. They live for the moment, and there's not a lot of role models. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's still trying to use Floyd Mayweather as a role model. Nobody accepts Devin Haney as a role model. Nobody accepts, there's no Roy Jones Jr.'s no more. There's no Bernard Hopkins, saying, to show you the dedication, because when Floyd was in there, it was all about dedication, being in the gym. Maybe Terrence Crawford, but nobody's really looking up to Terrence Crawford like that because he's more old school. Um, they can't like really relate because these dudes are weird. You know what I'm saying, on a personal level. You know what I'm saying, they're not very. They got their own little closed in clubs, and it's like it's hard to know them. It's hard to get to know these guys. What's going on, Johnny Allison? You know what I'm saying? So This is going to be weird moving forward to see, these guys who's going to reach that upper echelon of success. Who's going to be the name that we always talking about right now is Devin Haney. Um, but who else do we got? People want to see Matisse come up there and say see who he's going to fight. I mean, right now I think after Ryan, that's probably the biggest fight going on in boxing besides Boots and Terrence Crawford would probably be Devin and Matisse. What I'm saying? Because I just don't think that Shakur Stevenson, he's going to be in no man's land. Nobody really wants to see him fight. Nobody at 135 except for maybe Tank Davis. And I don't think Tank Davis is interested really in fighting Shakur. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on what he's going to look like off of this Frank Martin fight. Now, if he goes out there and he knocks out Frank Martin in a sensational fashion, Shakur, then that's going to like really heat up 135. But other than that, who do you want to see Tank fight at 135 or Shakur? I think Shakur should move up to 140, and that would just make the 140 division that much more exciting, right? And we'll get more action in boxing. Cause I would love to see Shakur beat up a few of those guys at 140. You know what I'm saying? As long as he can get the fight. You know what I'm saying? As long as he can get the fight. That's the problem that we're having is the business of boxing is getting in the way. And these guys already don't fight enough. So it's just kind of, what I'm saying? It's kind of stagnating the entire sport. You know what I'm saying? Because, once these guys fight, there's another 6 months go by. And then, their performance wasn't that great. Say they're not really performing in the ring like that. You know what I mean? So let me see. Retro say he said I want EJ to pass Boots the torch after Bud whipped him, but I also want Bud to fight Boots too for the experience. So, but they're not doing that. This generation don't believe in passing the torch. What's going on, Johnny? He says I'm not convinced a ready and healthy EJ is able to I guess beat Boots. You know what I'm saying? Well, we gotta see. These are the fights that's gonna be interesting. You know what I'm saying? To say Devin Haney seems to be a professional and a student of the game pool. I think so too. You know what I'm saying? I think so too. But he better not bite off more than he can chew. When he's talking about going up to 147, he better not, let's sit down, let's calm down. I think Devin need to calm the hell down. I think Ryan need to calm the hell down. I know they're not big sellers, but they just got, they shooting off in all different kind of directions trying to get attention, right? Leave 147 to 147. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got too much business going on at 140. You just came up from 135. So what the hell are you talking about at 147? Unless you're willing to go up and down and wait. You know what I'm saying? That'll be interesting if he's willing to do that. But you know what I'm saying? It's like nobody believes that Devin can beat a Boots Ennis. You're not, you're still developing, you know what I'm saying, that power. You're still developing, what I'm saying, your legacy and your style at 140. So let's dominate 140 and then you can talk about 147. They just get ahead of themselves, you know what I'm saying, because they lack the popularity. Doing too much for popularity and not like, letting their fighting talk for them. You know what I'm saying? They need to build up their legacy in the ring first before they start talking shit outside the ring. That's what I'm saying. Johnny says even Canelo and Benavidez too. Man, you might as well forget about that, Johnny. That shit is sacrilege. You know what I'm saying? If Canelo hear you say that shit, he would throw your ass out of Mexico. You know what I'm saying? He was talking about damn David Benavidez. He said he do what he want to do. You know what I'm saying? He's that big of a star, so it is what it is. Charles Thompson says, Pool, he says, your thumbnails got Boots punching on Bud in the face. Come on, man. I mean, really, that was just by accident. But, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. He said, what's up, Ryan? He says, look like he on some sugar booger. He said, when Devin pushed him in the face. I know, man. It's like, I don't know. I just didn't think it was that bad. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Let's look at the bullshit again. I didn't think the shit was this is fair use. Let me see. I just didn't think it was all that. You know what I'm saying? It's just because they're about to fight. Everybody's like tripping and making the shit extra. You know what I'm saying? I don't really think it's all that. Let me see. There you go. Let me see. Let me get this. Well, let's take a look at this bullshit. Let me see. Let's see. Okay, this is for fair use. This is for educational purposes.
Where's your mom, bitch? Where's your mom, bitch? Where's your mom, bitch? Where's your mama, bitch?
I don't. I mean, eh, eh, eh. You know what I mean? I mean, it was kind of forceful, but I mean, it wasn't. What I mean, if he would have stayed on his ass a couple of minutes, that would have been smooth. You know what I'm saying? If they would have went back and forth, what I'm saying, I think it would have been greater. But they snatched him too fast. You know what I'm saying? Snatched him way too fast. Dark Kent says, "What's up, Pool Ryan? Looked like he on some sugar booger with that Devin push." Yeah, retro game say he said, I thought Shakur trained with Bud Crawford. How come he's not hurting anyone with Bo Mac trainings? Yeah, so that's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that is interesting, isn't it? Because what was it? That was Chris Eubank, right? Trained for like a couple of weeks with Bo Mac. Went out there and starched his opponent. And Chris Eubank never looked that smooth, never looked that good. So I don't know if Shakur is just one of them guys that just turning down the undetected snack shit, but he's gonna have to do something because if he fight an opponent like DeSoto again, he's gonna have to stand in the pocket a little bit, man, and throw a few punches because that win was bogus. That was a bogus win for Shakur, and he lost a lot of fans because of the way he fought. DeSoto, one of the best opponents. I think that this you could call Edwin DeSoto probably his one of the best dudes he ever fought. You can't be backing away, man. You don't build legacies. I've never seen a Shakur Stevenson fight I want to see twice, and that's how I really gauge it, man. I never really seen a fight of his that I want to see again. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you're a real boxing fan, you don't you don't want to go back and watch that shit. You know what I'm saying? Or him fighting or Hearing or any of those guys. You know what I'm saying? They talk a lot of shit, but who wants to go back and see these fights? It's just what it is. He says, Charles Thomas says, Ryan is getting sent to the shadow ram. You know what I'm saying? So shoot, it just depends on, if Devin slipping mentally, you know what I'm saying? He may be up out of there, man. He may be up out of there. He says, hopefully Shakur can find his man strength by the time he fights Devin. If not, Devin will be able to hurt Shakur. And say he's slick. Plus, the IQ can cause problems. Yeah, that is true. He says, yeah, that is true. But these two got to get it on. They got to find, say a network for number one because well, they might be on the same network because Shakur might be getting on with Eddie Hearn. So Eddie Hearn look like he's that dude. Look like he's gonna in the future. It's gonna be Matchroom. You know what I'm saying? Look like in the future it's gonna be Matchroom. Johnny says, "Hey, Pool." He said, "Why did Ryan show up with no shirt on?" I don't know, man. That boy is crazy, man. I don't know why he showed up with no shirt on. He says, "Undone." He says, "Pants talking about he identifies more like a woman on social media." Ooh, man. I don't know. Maybe he's trying to get like some kind of popularity by saying something like that. Say because it's popular to be gender neutral and fluid or whatever they call it. He said, "What you think, Pool? This is Ryan the training now." I believe Ryan would try it out and say it if he can get some views or something like that. I think he would try it out. He said he's doing everything he can for for Lime for Loom for Loom this fight for Loom this fight. He right here. Yeah, I think he's really selling it. What's going on, AJ64? What's happening, bro? Said Doc Kent says Ryan is trying to get in Devin's head. Said say it looks kind of working in my opinion. Well, I mean, think about it. I mean, it is kind of they do have a rivalry going back from the amateurs, right? So what I'm saying? It's like if he beat you you beat him 3 times, he beat you 3 times, and y'all meeting, now in the pros. This is something we've been waiting for. So this is big for both of these guys. This is the tiebreaker. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying? All eyes on them. This is part of the big four that was coming out from 35. We could say that Ryan fell off. Say what it was, the four kings, whatever they called them. And this is one of those big fights. Tank got his in. Not Devin. You know what I'm saying? So this is big for Devin. What I'm saying, this is going to put him on the map to give him the markability. What I'm saying, to kind of amp his name up to fight Matisse. What I'm saying, and that'll amp that fight up. I don't know so much about Pitbull because Pitbull is just coming in. Just coming into the 140 division, grabbing, and Rolly was the weakest link out of the champions at 140. So that's going to be a little weird. You know what I'm saying? Because he could fight Pitbull, but I don't know how much popularity that's going to bring. Now, I think Pitbull is a hell of a fighter. I think he's hungry as hell. I think he don't want to. I think he don't want to lose his title. So I think it's going to be hard to beat Pitbull. I think it's going to be hard to beat him. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I don't know. So I don't know if that's going to be an easy win for him. Let's see, boxing rankings. I'm just trying to see who. Let me see who is. Let me see. I'm trying to see who got the damn other belt at 140. I see WBC, WBO, the WBA. Let me see. I'm trying to see who got the damn other belt. Let me see. Boxing. Let me see. I just can't think right now. So I got to look it up. Boxing rankings. Let me see. Boxing rankings. Light welterweight. Welterweight. Let's see. Light welter. Let's see. Light. Let me see. I'm looking it up, y'all. See. Welter. Wait. Okay. Trying to see. Let me see. Who has the top welterweight? Light welterweight. Let's see. I got Alex Roach in this motherfucker. Let me see. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah. I mean, I think that's where they're gonna go. I think that's the way Devin them gonna go. I think if they beat Ryan, they're gonna go for probably Pitbull Cruz. Already your boy Sabri Matias is talking about Devin don't sell enough. Already off the rip. What I'm saying? Off the rip, he's talking about he don't want to fight Dev unless he get his numbers up or some shit. So this is going to be an important fight for Dev, to get those pay-per-view numbers up because people are going to use that as an excuse to avoid that fight. Um, let's see, retro game says I respect Shakur for not taking the snack power pack. So he said I'll be watching him to see how he improves. Hopefully he don't become like Bud, but everything telling me Devin might become EJ might telling me Devin might become EJ and Shakur might. Yeah, I think that'd be a good fight up at 147. What I'm saying? If Shakur, what I'm saying, if unless he's going to chase for undisputed at 135, that's going to take a while for him to do that. It says Charles Thompson says, but I do have to say your show got the best intro for sure. Oh man, what I'm saying? You know how we do. You've been around for a while now, Charles. What I'm saying? You've been around for a while. He says, retrograde said become Bud if he becomes bitter of Dev. Because oh, I see what you're saying. You talking about Shakur Stevenson. Okay. It's like, why is my shit reading like nobody in here? What the hell happened to everybody? Somebody must be came on. He says, Johnny says for Lumaloon, Retro says, if Ryan comes out, what's that Floyd Mayweather shoulder roll like Bud did? He said, EJ, if this happens, he says, I know Floyd really out here sabotaging black fighters on PBC. Say EJ, why would he do that though? Because what one thing Floyd said that if you talk about the PBC, he is the PBC. He says EJ was close, but got sniped by Bud. Hey, sometime that happens. If you fight the best, guess what? You're gonna win and you're gonna lose. We got to see if that fight will come back around. I think so. What I'm saying? I think that's going to be a good, rematch story in 2024. Um, let me see. Donald says, what if Ryan's wins? He said, that's what I said that earlier. If he wins, that's going to be interesting. He says, what if Ryan wins? He said, I think the whole world is going to freeze in time. Yes, sir. It's going to be that's going to open up a whole lot of avenues for Ryan Garcia. If he wins, he's going to shock the world, and you know he's going to celebrate because you saw when he when he knocked out that British dude and he jumped up in his trainer arm and stuff. Well, if he knock out Dev, it's going to be worse. He's going to be on that top ring rope, and he's going to be like really be shining. His ass going to really be shining on Devin Haney, and he's going to be taunting them and all that shit. You already know he's gonna be flexing all over the ring on Devin Haney. You already know. He said, I lost respect for Matias, yeah, when he talking that shit. And he said, and Tio, he said they are clowns, you know. And that's the thing. It's like boxing takes 3 steps forwards, and you know what I'm saying, it takes six steps back. You know what I'm saying? It's like, people go to talking that good shit, say then all of a sudden, hey man, your pay-per-view numbers say they whack. So I'm not gonna fight you because I need somebody who's gonna bring something to the table. And it's like when they start talking like that, they looking for those big money fights. You know what I'm saying? They looking for, you know what I'm saying? They looking to make it to make big money. You know what I'm saying? Somebody done got in their ear, either they promoter, and they start talking different instead of, being gun ho just to fight the best to find out who is the best. You don't, they start talking different. They start talking that business language. He says, Don says, why you lose respect for Matias? Because he's talking that business language now. Johnny Allison says this fight has been sabotaged. He says Ryan did his best to screw it up, right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, but just like Keith Thurman, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people thought Keith Thurman was, going to turn over a new leaf, and he was going to be able to go in there and like really fight this fight with Tim Zoo. I told y'all, I say, a tiger don't change his stripes. That don't happen. You know what I'm saying? A tiger don't change his stripes. He wasn't going to fight. He don't come off a layoff fighting this big of an opponent. And the last time we saw him try that, saying it was Josecito Lopez that almost knocked Keith Thurman ass out. And so why y'all think these people are going to change? You know what I'm saying? It's like the way boxing going, people are not just taking the best fights back to back. You know what I'm saying? Like that anymore. It just is what it is. He says Matias said he wanted to fight Devin. Then out of nowhere, he said Devin don't sell. Right. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So 'cause I was just embarrassed because I was just bragging on him in a post that I made of all the fighters that I think these guys should mimic, and Matias was one of them at 140 as far as a modern day fighter. Because I mentioned the past fighters in the post that I thought were had champion mindsets. Then I said Matias, and then all of a sudden, I swear to God, the next day, Matias came out talking about pay-per-view numbers for Devin Haney, and he don't want to fight him unless he can, his pay-per-view numbers improve and all this kind of stuff. So like I said, man, it's just weird. Boxing is in a weird place. One side, you think you got, these dudes that really want to get in there and be the best. And then on the other side, what I'm saying, it's like shit. They don't really want to risk their And it's like, well, okay, when we gonna come out of this shit? This Floyd Mayweather s type of situation where fighters just want to get in there and prove that they're undisputed of the weight class. I don't want. I've had enough of the Canelo type shit where you just gather the belts and then you petition. You got the sanctioning bodies in your pocket because you're such a star, and you got such a great relationship with the networks, right? That so you don't have to do certain fights. And, I'm tired of that, bro. I don't want to see that. Says Donna said, "Oh, I see. I still think Matias will fight him. Hopefully, what I'm saying. Whatever, maybe he just want to be. Maybe it's to get around the A side situation. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's to kind of start, putting stuff out there to break down, um, how far to go with the A side shit. You know what I'm saying? Because people kill you with that A side. We saw it with Errol Jr. and Bud Crawford negotiations. You know what I'm saying? Bud just took the A side all the way from EJ. He's last of those throwback fighters where he just wanted to get the fight to make the deal. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happens when your business is bad and you get desperate, what I'm saying, to make a fight. You know what I'm saying? You just lose out on everything. You lose you lose focus on what you need to be successful in the fight. You know what I'm saying? So That shit happens, man. You got to watch it. Johnny Allison says, I'm just not sure what happened to this one. He says from the promo to the venue, what Ryan did to screw up nonsense, bro. I just think Ryan has a lot of still got a lot of growing up to do. He's a wild card. I think he understands how people perceive. He understands his perception in the sport. So with that said, he might be feeling a little inadequate, and I think he understands that he got to make up for lost time. You know, what I'm saying for all those fights that he turned down in the past, all the lying that he did in the past. He don't really give a lot of confidence to the the boxing fans and stuff. So he got to do all this kind of extra shit to kind of sell himself because he is more popular than Devin Haney, I believe. Now I know a lot of people don't believe that, but Ryan Garcia is more popular than Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? And he garners a lot more attention than Devin Haney. He garners more attention, and I mean, you see what he's doing with all this crazy stuff, but he won't reap the. I don't think his reputation would take a hit because I don't think he's looked at as seriously as people look at Devin. That's why they so hard on Devin. So they're harder on Devin because he's seen as a true fighter, true boxer. Ryan Garcia is somewhat of a novice. You know what I'm saying? He's somewhat of a novice. So, Ryan can come out there and, do all these weird things. It's kind of like, white people. White people can do whatever they want, so they could put on a wig, wear a dress, you know what I'm saying? But you let a brother do that and, he's just gay for life. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a white guy could do that all day. He could put a banana in his between his cheeks. And, saying, oh, that was funny. You know what I'm saying? But you let a brother put on a dress, he's gay for life. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. You know what I'm saying? He said he used to be cool. Yeah, he did. You know what I'm saying? But he fell off. You know what I'm saying? He fell off when he knocked out Harvey Fortuna. And then he went and got into the camp with Derrick James. Everybody thought, man, Ryan is on another level. Ryan is on another level. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like, he just go back and forth. His mental condition is just kind of up and down. It's up and down. You know what I'm saying? He's never seemed like he's just, focused enough to stick to the game plan. You know what I'm saying? Stay in that space where he's working on his craft and that's all he's doing and just doing nothing but boxing shit. You know what I'm saying? There's always something else. He's always doing something on social media to make you question his sanity. You know what I'm saying? So Dark Kid says a question for Poole. He says in chat, he says, "Will Errol Spence Jr. a hype job?" Be honest. Oh hell no. Hell no. I don't think so. I mean, I think he went through the gauntlet, and I think he got broke down. When you have a bunch of injuries, you seen Keith Thurman. Was Keith Thurman a hype job? You know what I'm saying? When he was on top of his game, he was hurting people, knocking them out, and when he got to the top of the division, you got the better defense, people with better chins, people with better skills, and that's what happened to EJ. You're going to sustain. He started late in his career. You know what I'm saying? Bud, he started earlier than EJ. You know what I'm saying? So that matters. You know what I'm saying? As far as skill sets and everything. And Errol, I think it was Floyd Mayweather that told EJ, man, it's like, man, you can't fight like that all your fights. So you can't grind out every fight because it's gonna have wear and tear on you. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna wear you down. And I think EJ was like, fuck that. I'm gonna just bulldoze niggas. And he just stayed injured. He never took care of himself. And it caught up with him at the biggest fight of his career. You know what I'm saying? I think he knew that, he wasn't going to be able to hang with Crawford and he went in there to get the money instead of, what I'm saying, canceling that shit and getting everything he need done. What I'm saying? I don't think it was a hype job. I just think fighters have a expiration date. And when you get in the ring, sometimes that's not the best version of yourself, but sometimes you good enough to beat the guy in front of you. You know what I'm saying? But when you are not at your best and you fighting the best, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna have to be able to win outside and inside the ring. And I think EJ was only able to win outside. I mean, not outside. He lost outside the ring when he fought Crawford. So he just went into that fight all wrong. He just wasn't able to get himself together for that fight, but he wanted that money. And you know what I'm saying? if they have an opportunity to fight again, we'll see if say EJ, saying was it if he do better in that fight or if he beat Crawford, we'll know. Or we'll see how he looks when he fight Fedora. If he fight Fedora or Tim Tszyu or whoever he may fight at 154, we'll be able to tell because he had a lot of rest off. Um, he could build his confidence back up. Because once you take a beating like that, it's kind of hard psychologically. Bud Crawford got the advantage over him over the next fight, and it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for EJ to recover from something like that. So he's going to need a few fights. I hopefully he will take a tune up. And a lot of people going to be picking at him, but he need to go ahead and do what he got to do. Crawford seems to don't care about that shit. He went and got his tune up, and look what happened. It helped him get sharp. Um, Donald says, and I don't think EJ is a hype job, but it's just those four top welterweights that PPV went through the gauntlet and it broke them down. Yeah, that's what happens. When you fighting dudes, so even when you get hit or when you block punches, you still going through damage. You know what I'm saying? You still getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? Still, you still in the ring taking punches to the midsection, to the head. So and these are you talk about you fighting the best in the division. That's the criticism I have of Bud Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't do that. He just waited to the end and what I'm saying, to get the belts and stuff. So he'll fight a dude or two just to get in the division and then he'll wait out everybody. He don't want to go through the gauntlet. And I think that's what makes a champion. You know what I'm saying? You look at Sweet Pea, Pernell Whitaker. You know what I'm saying? Go through the division, fight those guys. You know what I'm saying? Don't just wait to the end. You know what I'm saying? To try to, try to come in on some strategic shit and fight everybody. You know what I'm saying? Fight everybody in the league. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. For sure. Oh, let me see. Yeah. Oh, let me see. Yeah, I'm adding my man as a moderator right there. So yeah, man, that's what you need to do. That's what you need to do. So he says say he went into the PBC fight weight drain as a motherfucker. He says and with a crack broken rib, he says a glebe a glebe died too. He said after not beating, he stole the money from DJ. Isn't that something? Some people say don't meet your heroes. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how much of it is true, but I just know it was a lot of radio silence once the fight was over with Bud Crawford, and we just had to deal with the shit, man. We was like, what's really going on, bro? It's like what's happening? There's no explanations. There's no Derek James explanation. He just went on to with the AJ fight, and then he went on to his other fighters. Like EJ just didn't even exist anymore. So maybe that's what was going on between them. That's why we didn't have no post fight wrap up. You know what I'm saying with that. So what I'm saying, with Derek James coming out and saying, what he needed to say, because that payment situation. So, I just knew something was off. Something was off with that, because now we don't even get a sense of a coalition with that camp. And it's even off with Jamel. What's happening? Dallas used to have it all together. You know what I'm saying? So what the hell happened? He said he went into the TBC fight. Oh, I read that. He says send me that wrench pull. I thought I just did hit you with the wrench. Let me see. Let me see. He says remove. Oh, I had you. Okay, there you go. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so yeah, but that's what it is, man. He says that's the weight penalty for this one pool. He said, yeah, yeah, what I'm saying? Right, look, he looks big, man. He looks big for right now. I'm talking about he looked massive, in the upper body and the shoulders. And that means he's probably gonna come out there and like really try to put the wham whams on Devin early because he's gonna tire out. Ryan, he's not patient. He know he's got faster hands than Devin. He don't have educated feet. He don't have educated hands like that. He's just more athletic. He's just more athletic than Dev. You know what I'm saying? He's just more athletic. He says, I like the flair actually from him versus AB is going to be. AB is starting to slowly but surely get in shape. I do believe he's still drinking just because he got that bloated look, you know what I'm saying? Like he don't look chiseled, you know what I'm saying? But he's a little guy and look like, but he still got that drunken that drunken style body. You know what I'm saying? He still look like he got that drunken style body. Um, but I do think, you know what I'm saying, he's gonna get back in enough shape to fight like some of the lower tier, maybe a Blair Cobb or somebody like that, like Alex Rocha, something like that. I think that'll be a hard fight for for Adrian Bronner if he fight like a Alex Rocha type of situation, or he could fight maybe a Jose Ramirez. He could fight maybe a Jose Ramirez. That'd be a good fight for him, or a Jose Pedraza. You know what I'm saying for AB for just to make some money, just to get back into the game. That'd be a good fight for him. You know what I'm saying? Jose Ramirez, Jose Pedraza. I think that would get him some. If he could beat those two guys, I think that'd get him in contention to maybe fight a Cody Crawley. Just start crawling up the division and getting back into contention. Even though I think one of those guys will probably end up beating Adrian Bronner right now, because the shape he's in right now, and because he hasn't really, what I'm saying, got into it. But Eddie is coming along, man. Eddie is going to be he's going to be promoter of the year because once he signed that Jerron Businis, he got that contract. He's going to be promoter of the year. I guarantee it. I guarantee you. He said, I don't understand. Everybody, Charles Thomas says, I don't understand. Everybody says that they don't like the way Bud move. He said, how in the world you can't say the same for Errol Spence Jr. moves? Real sloppy. Come on, tell the truth. I done already, when we done been over this, you know what I'm saying? EJ got the fight for you, man. You know what I'm saying? He got the fight for you. You seen how Terrence Crawford was acting. You know what I'm saying? You saw how he moved to get this fight. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. It's like, are you going to just deny reality, bro? If it wasn't for your boy Errol Spence Jr., he wouldn't have got this far. Come on now. It's like y'all just ignore that Errol Spence Jr. the one who pushed for this fight. Y'all just totally ignore that point. You know what I'm saying? And you just cruise right on over to Crawford's side to whatever he talking about. And say that's the disingenuousness of all this controversy. So people like the gas like that and just overlook that Aerosmith Jr. gave up most of his A-side privileges to get this fight to make this money. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know what to tell you, my brother. He said, Johnny Allison says, let me say, Eddie says, Hanky is trash. Hanky is trash. Hanky is trash. What that mean? He says, Johnny Allison says, why is RG why is RG talk about the man's mom pool? He says that's classic schoolyard scrap. Yeah, like I said earlier, it's just kind of elementary. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of childish. You know what I'm saying? Ryan is still, a lot of his fan base are teeny boppers. So, their attention span ain't that great. And, a lot of these kids, because they be on TikTok and all this, they don't come from the generation of reading books. They don't come from the generation of logic and, you know, so he just keep it simple, say he keep it, low vibrational, saying, so people can get it in sound bites. Where's your mama? Telling Devin, where's your mama? Saying your talking about Bill pimped his mama, and just saying provocative things. I think he's a great provocateur. Ryan Garcia, great provocateur. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what he excels at. um, just talking shit. You know what I'm saying? He's pretty funny. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty entertaining. But the thing is, Devin is not. You know what I'm saying? And he needs somebody like a Ryan Garcia to help sell the fight because the dude is really I mean, I hate to say it, but Ryan is charismatic. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say that, but really is charismatic. You know what I'm saying? And Devin just don't, him, even Errol Spence Jr., he's not charismatic at all. I mean, when he fights, he's charismatic, but his personality is trash, bro. You know what I'm saying? As far as gaining attention, because he really don't, unless he's like drunk or something, or you know what I'm saying? How happy drunk is, these guys need something to add, what I'm saying, some kind of catalyst, what I'm saying, to for their real personalities, because they try to guard so much of who they are. I think they just don't want people to know the real them. You know what I'm saying? So they come off as this like really bland personality. You can see it in Bud Crawford, but every now and then when they personality come out, it'd be kind of cool to see. You know what I'm saying? Because then now, they got comfortable with the cameras and they got comfortable with the interview, and you can see what their real personalities kind of like. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what's happening. That's what needs to happen with Devin. But when you see Devin personality, it's just kind of like he's just kind of like a straight up kid. He's respectful, and people don't want to see no damn respectful fighter. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to see you up in there just talking. You know what I'm saying? Just fair and all this kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Johnny Allison says EJ jumped in the ring when Fatura took that strap off of Tim Zoo. Yeah, but I think he was going to jump off. I think he was going to jump in the ring even when Tim Zoo had it. 'Cause I think that's really the fight that they were preparing for. But look like they may give Tim Zoo a chance to fight Fundora again. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see which way the Fundora team go, because they right really trying to freeze out Terrence Crawford by saying Fundora is injured. You know what I'm saying? And he's not going to talk any business until November. That's what they're trying to tell the Terrence Crawford camp, right? So they may give Tim Zoo that fight. What I'm saying, to give him the ability to fight that fight. And then if Terrence Crawford pressed the WBO, you know what I'm saying, because he was undisputed at 147. You know what I'm saying, press his little thing up there so he could be get a shot at the WBO up at 154, and we'll see how that works, because you know PBC still got it going on at the 154 division. I think is Tim Zoo with I think Tim Zoo with the PBC. Who Tim Zoo with? I think he with the PBC, right? Um, but that's the fight that Terrence Crawford really won. I don't think he care if he fights Fundora. He just want to fight one of those guys, because really, I mean, he's a class. He's way above those guys as far as class. Really, Terrence Crawford would take over 154 pretty easy from any one of those guys. Yeah, I think he would. So I still think he got enough to beat those dudes. He says he's not pushing for it's because Bud fans don't want it. Well, I don't think those guys. I think they don't really hurt Crawford. I don't think they give Crawford. What I'm saying, they're not a threat to him. He said, I guess an ass whipping put things in perspective. And I see he's trolling tonight. I see Charles Thomas trolling tonight. I mean, he know who I am. He know that shit don't bother me. He says, Johnny Allison says, take a look at the best 3 years of pay-per-view boxing cards. He says, EJ has been in the mix four times more than any active fighter. I mean, they just overlook the shit. Like, the shit don't happen. Like, that's part of this generation. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're not truthful. You know what I'm saying? If they don't like you, they will, they just overlook shit. They lie about mission. It's like, it don't make sense as boxing fans. It just don't make no damn sense. They act like they don't know what the hell you're talking about. So, you got to keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? There's people that's like that. I mean, because this wouldn't have been no fight without EJ. So, what I'm saying, that, they allow their, like with Canelo. Said they won't admit that this man is ducking David Benavidez. They just won't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? They act like that shit is preposterous. So I said, when are the boxing fans gonna get back to the truth? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. We know what it is. He's fighting what's his name? Jamie Magia. That shit is ridiculous. He can't justify that shit. You know what I'm saying? He can't justify that. So that's why I'm so glad, y'all. I'm so glad that your boy Dimitri Bivol and Arthur Better Beaver fighting. I'm just so damn glad that that's what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Because we getting some good boxing. You know what I'm saying? We getting back. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't really say nothing about Dimitri Bivol, or you can't. I mean, not Dimitri Bivol. Yeah, Dimitri Bivol and Arthur Beterbiev. That's just a good ass boxing match. Both of them did what they had to do to get into the ring. No, no extra bullshit. Nobody running. No, none of this shit. It's just both of these guys did what they had to do to make this unification happen. Now, who's going to win that fight? That's going to be interesting because I mean, I think Dimitri Bivol. I think this would be a signature fight for him. Even though Arthur Beterbiev can like really, I mean, he can really throw them things, man. But I think Bivol got a higher boxing IQ. I think he could do more things as long as he don't get caught. Then that's going to be a task. As long as he don't get caught with them bricks from Arthur Beterbiev, as they say. I think he'll beat him. I think he'll box the shit out of him. And I think he'll stay out of range. And I think Arthur Beterbiev would get desperate in that fight. I think he'll, once he get behind on the cards, and because man, let me tell you something. Dimitri Bivol reach and his range control and his skills, you know what I'm saying, as far as boxing from the outside, that's all he needs. And I think he can. I don't think he can afford to bang in the pocket and out with the Arthur Beterbiev, but I think he'll make it look easy. I think he's simple, and I just think he'll outsmart Arthur Beterbiev, who depends on he got a lot of skill. Don't get me wrong. Arthur Beterbiev, he can hit you at that mid range and jab the shit out you and bust you up with that jab. He can hurt you with his power, but I think Dimitri Bivol is going to be able to step on the outside and stay out of range. I think he'll just box him. Everybody think you got to hurt Beterbiev to beat him. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? It just depends if he could wear down Dimitri. If he could wear him down, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Bivol will lose. But if Bivol can move on the outside, stick and move, you know what I'm saying? I think he'll just like he did Canelo, even though, Arthur Beterbiev is more mobile than I know that's weird to have a 38-year-old more mobile than Canelo. Isn't that something? But I do think Dimitri Bivol beats this guy. You know what I'm saying? I just do. I just think the guy is on a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad we're getting that fight, and I think that's going to keep the interest up. That's going to keep me coming on live and stuff and talking about these fights. He says there's actually an argument that EJ is the face of boxing. So he's looking to fight Fundora. He said if he gets that 154 strap, he said watch everyone's jumping back on the wagon, of course, and that's why I keep it alive, bro. Whatever I see that's going on in the sport, and you see it, everybody see it, but nobody's talking about it because a lot of people don't want that fight to happen again. They just want it to go into the record books that Errol Spence Jr. got beat. But my thing is, I'm a real hardcore boxing fan, so I want to see 2 and 3 fights. I want to see if that's a fluke or not. Even no matter what boxing fans say, when Castillo fought Mayweather and Madonna, you know what I'm saying, and he ran those fights back. People were saying he got beat. They were saying that Mayweather first loss was the Castillo, but he came back and dominated Castillo. You know what I'm saying? I want to see the second fights. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what you're talking about. I want to see the fight again. You know what I'm saying? I really want to see that Sugar Ray Leonard and that Thomas Hearn fight again. I want to see them fight again. But his eye was so damaged. He was Sugar Ray Leonard. He had to break and get an operation on that eye. You know what I'm saying? So they fought years later. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I want to see when they was 20 something in their youth and everything. Sugar Ray Leonard didn't age as good as Tommy Hearns. You know what I'm saying? Later on, I think they fought like 2 more times. Danny Donald says all EJ need is that Cowboy Stadium. Isn't that something? Because even in his loss, this is crazy, and I think this really burns Crawford up. Even though Crawford beat EJ, he's still not as popular. He still don't sell like EJ, right? And I think that really pisses. That's probably why Bud don't want to fuck with the PPC. Tell you the truth, that's probably what it is. Because the popularity that EJ holds at the PPC. But I think if Crawford stuck with the PBC, he'll be just as popular if he fought the fights. and he just don't want to do that shit. Say he just don't want to fight the fights over there, and that's his problem. He says you lost. How? Let me see. Let me see. Okay, look like I just added you. I don't know why your wrench keep falling off. Yeah, but that's what it is, man. He says you said Canelo can pick and choose his fights now. He says, "Pool," but he don't. He says, this Pool. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think when he fucked up and fought, when he did pick um Dimitri Demetrius Bivol, and that was one of the first time he picked the fight, and he picked wrong. You know what I'm saying? And that was his problem. You know what I'm saying? He got his ass beat. You know what I'm saying? So now, he put it back in the hands of his people. You know what I'm saying? Because you wait long, you choose wrong, and that's what happened. You got Falumaloon. You know what I'm saying? So now he's like, let me stay in my damn place. That all that power was going to his head. And he kind of wanted to pick up all these accolades, and he thought Demetrius Bivol was slow and thought he was weak. A weak white boy. And so some of them white boys like Arthur Beterbiev and them boys be good. Say they, stop trying to knock off all the soft, the soft fighters, and you get in there, shit, it's totally different. I mean, really, if Dimitri Bivol would have turned up, he would have knocked Canelo ass out. You know what I'm saying? If he really would have turned up, because he had Canelo destroyed, man. He wasn't doing shit. And it's funny how they never talk about, the fights that Canelo lost. They never talk about. He never did fall off that far down the list. You know what I'm saying? And he wouldn't even run it back at 168 because he already knew what time it was. He says Beterbiev is the real Drago from Rocky. I think so too. That boy is a serious nightmare. Serious nightmare for everybody. You know what I'm saying? If you're in boxing, man, that dude is on a whole nother level. You know. Let's see. He says face. They still talk about this damn face off. I don't think wasn't that much to it, but I do think it turns some of the eyes though. It says face off. There was no report neck injuries from the shove. Talking about neck injuries. Talking about from this damn little ass shove that Devin gave. What's his name? Let's read the article. Let's see what the article talking about. I just like to see the tone of how they cover shit between these two. He says he's the Don. He says, what'd you say? Say I believe Vittorio can win because he's on that HG. I think so too. Y'all remember that fucked up test that he had? That test that came. Yeah, that irregular reading. You know what I'm saying? I think I read it on here the last time we talked about it. Let's see. Trying to bring up this article. I mean, I hope y'all can see that. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Just talking about the shove shit, man. It's like it's not that serious, bro. We see this shit all the time in boxing, but just because it's Devin, what I'm saying, who's somewhat of a choir boy, what I'm saying, he acting like he got attitude now. Because Devin has shoved Ryan Garcia hard doing a face-off with him today on top of New York's Empire State Building, sending him back with 7 feet. Luckily, there was no reported neck injuries from the shove. Neck injuries from the shove. He said, what a place for Devin to pick to get violent. Oh God, bro. It's like overly dramatic bullshit. He said this is the first time Devin, 31 wins, 0 losses, 15 KOs, has shoved one of his opponents. Said he did a similar thing against Vasil. Oh, he did shove Vasil Lomachenko. Y'all remember that? He said last year, May, during the face off, and he was later fined 25. He fined that man 25 $25,000 for a damn little shove. He said for Haney, who reportedly has a net worth of $22 million. You know what I'm saying? Leave that man alone. His net worth is $22 million. He says 25K was a drop in the bucket. So if the commissions are going to penalize fighters for violent pre-fight behavior, so they need to increase the fines to have a real bite. Why would they care about that? who can easily pay when you're as rich as why do they want this man to get in this man pockets? I'm saying it's just a lot of this shit just don't make no sense the way they try to guide people into they hate. You know what I'm saying? He says seems like Devin 25 who hasn't learned the lesson from getting violent with his opponent. I mean that little shit is not violent. He says one can imagine what the backlash would be against Haney if Ryan suffered an injury caused the fight to be postponed. Man, whatever. It's enough of that, man. Oh God, it's like I guess they got to sell some kind of controversy, man. It's just stupid. It's like stupid over dramatization, you know. But we already know, man, they're gonna be looking if Devin go out there and he promised to knock out Ryan Garcia. And mother gonna be looking at Devin like that snack program. That snack program is progressive, man. It's making motherfuckers look like they powerful. You know what I'm saying? That snack program gonna be it's different. You know what I'm saying? It's different, you know. I mean, because he's promising everybody he's going to knock him out. And then Ryan turned around, of course, saying he's going to knock out Dev in 2 rounds. That'd be interesting. It look like if anybody looked like they're on steroids, it looked like Ryan because he looked extra big. He looks extra heavy, and I think that weight, that extra weight, it could help him and it could hinder him in this fight because the muscles could slow you down. He says they can't. He said they can't test for that stuff. He said how does it pass Vada or water? Like I said, it's undetectable. Johnny Allison. The man is a PhD scientist. So if he the one who helped put Vada together, right? So how is that going to work? How is that going to work? If you are a PhD scientist and you know the makeup of the stuff and you know how to get past the test, he's somebody you'd really need in your corner. If I was EJ, if I was in some of the other fighter, I would definitely get Victor Conte in my corner. You know what I'm saying? Because if everybody's going to cheat, we're going to be on a fair playing field. He says Russians are known for dope. Yep. And boxing, I forgot it was like their whole Olympic team one year, was called back. It was called on the carpet for doping, man. You know what I'm saying? You see somebody lifting the whole goddamn gym, it's like, bro, you doing something. I mean, I may not be able to tell or detect what you're doing, but shit, if you lifting cars and shit, and you lifting bobcats and bulldozers, and you lifting construction equipment, you doing something. He says, "Hey Don." He says, "Hey Don." He says, "Everyone is known for PEDs in boxing. Yeah, it's damn sure getting that way." And it's looked like that boxing fans are starting to like really accept the fact that this is the way it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still kind of stuck in the old fashioned mode, because I think it was Tyson Fury who was saying that everybody does PEDs. I was like, I can't believe he said that shit. You know what I'm saying? But he actually said that out loud. We just this social media generation just kind of desensitized everybody for fair play to fair play. Say that's like non-existent. What I'm saying anymore. Everybody's got to be trying to scam, or everybody got to be trying to come sideways. There's no fair. Everybody's looking for to be a hustler. What I'm saying? And if you're not scamming, then you're not. What I'm saying? You're not trying. What I'm saying? You're not trying. So this is the era of the hustler, of the scammer. What I'm saying? It just is what it is. So because people seem like they respect the people that do PEDs. What I'm saying? Think about it. I mean, if I was hanging out with a PED scientist, and people like, how dare you accuse me of doing PEDs? Why would you think that? You know what I'm saying? Why would you think something like that? Well, they think that because that's what the hell that dude did in different sports in baseball. You know what I'm saying? With what was the guy name? I forgot what the guy name was. Sammy Sosa and what was the other guy? It was the white guy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, he was hooking them up with them. If they could knock a damn baseball to the moon, you don't think that they can't beat the shit out of somebody in boxing? You know what I'm saying? With the PEDs and people like it's blasphemy to think that a PED scientist who's already done this in different multiple sports that he won't do it in boxing? Come on now. It's like, stop playing with me. Yeah, Mark McGuire. Yeah, stop playing with me. And Mark McGuire was the one who spilled the beans. You know what I'm saying? He the one who wrote the book and spilled the beans about what was going on. And it's gonna have to be some fighter, maybe a Big Baby Miller, start writing a book because he got popped with so much PEDs to sell what's going on. I think Deontay Wilder, Deontay Wilder understands, how many people was doing PEDs against him. So for a lot of these fighters, there's no sense of fair play in the sport. So they're like, what the fuck ever, man. They're gonna let Tyson Fury. They're gonna let Tyson Fury go in here and do PEDs. They're gonna let Canelo go in here and do PEDs. All the guys at the top with the network deals. You know what I'm saying? But they're gonna try to hold everybody else to a different standard. So it's just I think these fighters. That's why Jared Anderson probably feels the way he feels. He probably know he's gonna come in there against somebody who's got some PEDs in him, and guess what? He's gonna get beat up. So why even worry about the shit? Because the shit is no sense of fair play. And people, like I said, they respect the fighters that are scamming. You know what I'm saying? And then you got so many people who try to block the way, whether he never got busted. Well, you know what I'm saying? You can still be a cheater and never get busted. You know what I'm saying? Just ask Manny Pacquiao, right? Motherfucker went 18 weight classes and shit. You know what I'm saying? And people like, oh yeah, man, he's just talented. Manny Pacquiao, he's just talented, man. Yeah, he done went 18 weight division. Oh, ain't nothing wrong with that. Come on, man, stop playing with me. And it's gonna be the same with your boy Ingwe, because I think Ingwe is the same shit. I think he's on that shit just like Manny Pacquiao, and eventually, unless they slip or mismanage that shit, they're gonna end up, getting Falumaloon. Same with Casemiro. I think Casemiro just had so many personal problems. Yeah, he is a boxing god, but shit, you know what I'm saying? He's a boxing god that was on that boxing god juice. He had that juice power. He had that god power. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, even though the man is still trying to fight. Isn't that something? Do y'all believe that Manny Pacquiao is still trying to come back and fight? He just can't. Him and Floyd kind of kindred spirits in a way. Still, even though Floyd is not trying to fight, like come back and fight the top guys, it would be interesting. It would be interesting to see Floyd come in and fight one of the top guys. I would like to see how he would do. Say against a Terrence Crawford. I would like to see. I know Terrence Crawford would fight that fight if it was Floyd. I know Keith Thurman or Errol Spence Jr. They would fight that fight if Floyd came back to fight a real fight. Oh man, that would be. I would love to see that shit. I don't want to see none of those exhibitions from Floyd. Nobody wants to see that shit from Floyd. They want to see Floyd in a real fight. Even though if you lose, you lose. I mean, you already made your legacy. But it'd be interesting to see him pass on. It'd be interesting to see him pass on the torch. Johnny Allison says humble, respectful, and God fearing too. Doesn't even bling bling. I mean that shit don't matter. You know what I'm saying? It's just Manny is from a different culture. Some cultures they're not arrogant like Americans. So America is we some of the most arrogant son of bitches. You know what I'm saying? It's just how we move. Let me see how to cut this here off. It's just how we move. I had to disconnect that headpiece. This is how we move. Yeah, I had to hook up my dang headset. Went out. My headset went out. So yeah, but that's what's going on, man. Do anybody really want to see Manny Pacquiao, another Manny Pacquiao Mayweather fight? Even though I do think they would use the politics of that fight to put Manny Pacquiao over Mayweather, even though some people think that Manny Pacquiao is already over Mayweather. And you could argue that Manny Pacquiao fought better competition
later in his career. You know what I'm saying, to put it all on the line. But when you got the man, that beat the man, so I mean, I don't really know how you can, like, you know what I'm saying, really justify that. He says Johnny Allison says too late. Manny Pacquiao already beat one time, Pool. Yeah, I know. But they'll still, you know, because it's Floyd Mayweather and because there's so much animosity towards what he got away with in the sport. I think, you know, they will hold that definitely. It will be a celebration worldwide. You know what I'm saying? If Floyd lost to Manny Pacquiao, there's still a lot of animosity between the Pactards and the Flomos and stuff, you know, because you remember how bad it was back then, Johnny. You know what I'm saying? People was like really personal with this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? If you supported Floyd Mayweather, you know, and black fighters, and it was way more racial back then, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, during that time. So, you know, people was just really going at it from their side. The Singapore people was going crazy when it came to Pac-Man, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, it was just because that was their hero. You know what I'm saying? That was their you know, Henry Cavill, you know what I'm saying, playing Superman. So, you know, Pacquiao was Superman for the Philippines. You know what I'm saying? I understand, you know, you don't have too many you know what I'm saying, famous people and stuff besides that female that was running their country. You know, I forgot her name. But that was pretty cool, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they really ride hard for Manny Pacquiao. He a good dude, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Really great fighter. You know, he just had a little help along the way. You know what I'm saying? And I think these fighters like Devin Haney, I think they're getting a little help along the way. Terrence Crawford, I think, you know, they all getting a little help along the way to stay sharp, even though he's a gym rat. But if you take a gym rat and you give him a boost, you know what I'm saying, he gonna you know what I'm saying, he's gonna stay in the top 10. You know, he gonna stay in the, and you know what I'm saying, he's very selective and cherry pick. You know what I'm saying, he's gonna stay in the top 10. Johnny Allison says, I watched that first fight, you know, said 4 times and still can't figure out how Floyd Mayweather won. Said he didn't land shit. Yes, he did. What you tell me he didn't land shit? You saw him hitting Manny Pacquiao. He outboxed him. You know what I'm saying? Manny Pacquiao was the one who really wasn't landing shit. After that barrage, Manny Pacquiao caught him on the ropes and stuff. That was it for him. You know what I'm saying? He really couldn't touch Floyd. Floyd was, you know, do what he do. He shuts you down and he takes away, you know, your best attributes. You know what I'm saying? Manny, he depends on that left hand too much and the same combination. You know, you could beat Floyd. You can beat Floyd a few rounds, but then after he sees what you're relying on, and if you can't make the adjustments from there, you know, say he's gonna shut down all the shit that you do and make it easy for himself. Because see, you can't outthink Floyd in the ring because he got so many different tactics to use to nullify what you're trying to score on. You know what I'm saying, with Madonna, you know what I'm saying, he just kind of went to the ropes and stopped blocking that shit, tire him out. And then he stopped picking them apart. You see what I'm saying? So Floyd is super smart. You just can't outsmart him. It's more than speed. It's more than athletic ability when it comes to fighting him because he got so many different tools and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just what it is. He says, Charles Thompson says, Pool, do you think Spence getting a little help? I don't know. If he it just depends. If he's gonna, you know, if he go in there and he knock Fundora fucking into the third row, you know, it'll be definitely suspect. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, really, but then we have to think about it. It's like, you know, when you move up to your proper weight, and 154 still isn't Errol Spence Jr. proper weight. It's not still his proper weight because I think he should be fighting at one. People say he should be fighting at 160 or 165, right? That's his real weight class, right? So you get stronger, you know what I'm saying, because you're not debilitating, you know what I'm saying, your nutrients to your body. And you can only, you know, drop 30 pounds for so long. You've been doing that shit for 10 years, bro. You know, so now you're moving up and you're giving your body you know, say a little slack. So, but how is his body still going to react? Because he's still not fighting at his right weight class. You see what I'm saying? So we got to see, you know, maybe he's just a little stronger, a lot stronger. But saying if he's doing something crazy, and it's we'll see. I mean, it just depends on how he look. So he can't look like Mike Tyson up in that bitch. I could see maybe if he moved up to 160 and he's just knocking dudes slap out. I could see that because he's moving up back to his close to his the weight he needs to be fighting at. But he's still cutting weight right now. But we just don't know how it's going to affect because he took a major, he's had major surgeries, cataract surgery. Then he still needs tune-ups. So see, it's the inactivity makes you not really understand where these guys are. That's what's happening. It's the inactivity. If he goes in there and he looks good against Jamal was out for 2 years, right? Jamal Charlo was out for 2 years and he looked good. So for somebody who's been out the ring for 2 years, he looked good. Even though he didn't make weight, which was kind of trash. But he still got a skill set there. And I think that's kind of like what we're going to see out of Errol Spence Jr. Now, I'm not even expecting a knockout for Errol Spence Jr., even though that's the way he fights. I mean, but it depends on what kind of shape, we get. What EJ do we get that's going to come to this fight, right? What EJ going to show up? I mean, if we get the EJ motivated, we get an EJ that's going to work out with a Blu-ray. If we can, he can get into his bag and find his trainer, of all trainers, Blu-ray. I don't know why he's not, he wasn't. Maybe it's the injuries. Maybe he can't be as intensive when it's training, to get Blu-ray. But that's who he really needs to get in top shape to dominate this division again. Or maybe he can't bulldoze motherfuckers no more. But if he do come in bulldozing like he did after the Chris Algieri fight, and he comes in looking like that, I think it's going to be a little suspect. That would be suspect, saying if he, clicking on those kind of cylinders, because we already thought that he had a rejuvenation during the Jordanis Ugas fight, right? He came back looking like, looking like looking good, but he was getting caught with certain shots, like he was blind and like he had a blind spot or something, and that's when we kind of noticed a little deterioration. But he was still EJ, he was taking body shots. He was taking a lot more damage than we usually see him take. But the power was still good. So we got to see he's been out of sorts since that time, and nobody knows what's really going on. So if he could get with Victor Carte, I think he'll go in there. I think he'll beat everybody ass at 154. And I mean, if y'all want to say he's on that juice, if y'all give it up for Bud, you got to give it up for EJ. Let him get on the even playing field, baby. Texas one time in the house. So, I'm looking forward to it. I want to see what he looked like. That's really a fight that I think a lot of people want to see. See what EJ looked like. I hope he get back in contention to fight at least 3 fights a year, because he don't have a lot of time left. I'll say EJ got about maybe 3 fights left in him. Maybe the way he fights and grinds shit out, I'll say he probably got about 3 good fights, and hopefully there'll be huge fights. Hope one of those fights is Bud Crawford versus Bud Crawford, and hope another fight is Jerron Boots Ennis. And who would the last fight be? Because if he win both of those fights, shit, which he probably won't. But if he did win both of those fights, who could he fight after that? I would say Canelo. Move up, fight Canelo. And Canelo don't mind fighting that Errol Spence Jr. I could see that last fight being against a Canelo, because it'll be a novice fight. It'll be nobody else big enough for him to really fight when anybody wants to see. Or maybe they'll do like a Jamel Charlo, type fight. Now that would bring, both of these Texas boys here in Dallas. That would be an awesome ass fight, bro. That would be some awesome shit. So we talked about that before, way back when, the camp was clicking. And because EJ said he's willing to fight that fight. So I mean, like I said, man, you got to be a boxing fan, man, like to get into this stuff and just imagine how these fights are going to be made, because the PBC need to step it up. You know, they really need to step it up. You know what I'm saying? They really do. He says, yep, they really do, man. So shit, you know, but this weekend, you know what I'm saying? What is it? Is it this weekend? I think not this weekend. I'm trying to see April 20th. That's when Ryan Garcia, that's when they're gonna get it in. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's gonna be the shit. That's gonna be the next big ass fight. I mean, I forgot how much is the tickets. How much are the damn? My goddamn thing went out. Damn phone went out. Can't believe that. How much are the tickets, y'all? Let me look it up. Let me see. How much are the tickets? How much is the pay-per-view? I guess I should say. Let's see, Ryan Garcia. Let's see, Ryan Garcia. And I'm looking up the ticket, the pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we won't have to pay for this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, you know, they don't want to pay for it. Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney. I'm just trying to see how much. I think it's like 89 something. Let me see. Pay-per-view prices. Pay-per-view prices. It's $69.99. Is that what they're saying? Broadcast for Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney via pay-per-view on DAZN. He says the price is $69.99. He says, of course, the monthly subscription is $19.99 with a 12-month contract. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you got to buy the $19.99 to get the $69.99 deal, but you know what I'm saying? It's overall it's $69.99 for the pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? So I mean that's not too bad, you know what I'm saying, for hardcore boxing heads like ourselves. You know what I'm saying? I'll pay $69.99 to see Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? I think it's worth it. Either way, I'm gonna watch it, you know. Y'all know what that means. You know what I'm saying? Either way, I'm gonna find a way to watch it. You know, usually I pay for everything. You know what I'm saying? But lately we've been getting like some shit fights. You know what I'm saying? Lately we've been getting, you know, we haven't been getting what we wanted. So, you know, I mean, if you have to scream sometimes, I don't, I used to get upset when people scream, but now, I mean, I understand. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to screen some of these fights. You know, that top rank shit, you know what I'm saying? It's like, who wants to pay for any pay-per-view coming out of there? You know what I'm saying? Who wants to pay for bullshit pay-per-view? You want to get the best, fight the best, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, if we can't get that, I don't want to see no Hitchens versus, who was that guy you fought? Who was that guy? I can't even, Gustavo Lemons. You know what I'm saying? Who's going to pay for that kind of shit? You know what I'm saying? It's like, but so, you know, I mean, until we get the big fights, I really don't see no reason to pay pay-per-view. People ain't got that kind of money these days, you know, with the inflation and the economy being all fucked up as it is. You know what I'm saying? Who really wants to pay for any kind of shit like that? He says, no. He says, Donald says, Charles, he says, the drug cheat himself, he says, Victor said that Earl was clean. Of course he's clean. I mean, but I'm just saying, what if he goes in here and let's say he chins check Fedora, you know what I'm saying, like in a brutal way. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we haven't seen Earl in good shape here lately. You know what I'm saying? He's been away from the sport, you know, so he's been traveling. You know, I think it was Frank Martin said he's been, you know, saying checking, you know, putting them checks on his passport. You know how they print your passport when you go out the country. You know, your boy been to Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? You know, I got a few little places that I've been through. You know what I'm saying? Eating that jerk chicken on the beach. You know, looking at the hoes on the everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You know, they got a few places. So you know, EJ, he's been out there, man. You know, he's chilling, get his mind away from boxing, and maybe you know, say that's going to help him. You know what I'm saying, in this part of his career, you know, coming back and everything being fresh and, you know, healed from the eye surgery. I mean, that shit was like, that shit just deflated everybody, man. You know, when he came up with the eye surgery shit. And I don't know, but that just kind of made you disenchanted with the boxing, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, damn, it's like these dudes stay banged up. but they never do anything until a good fight comes on the damn horizon, and then all of a sudden they got to deal with this shit. So that's why I look at Keith Thurman. They just damaged the sport. They killed the momentum of the sport. Just when we got good fights going, it's like here come this long lull period where fighters are trying to stay out of each other's way, and it's like it just don't make sense. I mean, there's good money still out there to be made. I really don't see anything at 147. I really don't see nothing at 147 that's going to be, like a big fight or anything that I wouldn't mind seeing Cody Crawley and, saying Stanos, but I know Stanos is fighting on Canelo card. He's fighting on Canelo card. Estanianis, he's fighting on Canelo card. Demontis Estanianis. And another guy I'm excited about. I'm excited about Marius Barrios because I think he's a really good journeyman. Like I was complaining about how we don't have a lot of good journeyman fighters that's showing new skills and showing improvement, but they're not quite A+ fighters. And I think that's Marius Barrios. I think he's got the ability to grow. And you got Fabian Madonna, who he's going to be fighting. I think that's going to be a fight to watch. Because he fights like his brother Marcos Madonna. He even looks, of course they're brothers. He looked like him. He just looked like a younger version. 22 wins, 2 losses. It's like I don't know how many KOs he's got. I don't know how many KOs he's got, but I think it's like 15 or something like that. The last time I looked. But I think that's going to be a good fight. Him and Marius Barrios. Marius Barrios got some skills, y'all. I mean, I ain't finna lie to you. I ain't gonna hold you. It's like at 147, but he can't fuck with boots. That's the only problem. And they got him listed here as 6 foot. Really? I mean, he is kind of tall. Got a 71-inch reach. Fabian Madonna got a 72-inch reach. He's 5'9". So that's going to be a good fight. I think that's the only reason I tune in and to see, because I haven't seen your boy Emantis Estanos fight in a while. But the dude he's fighting is straight trash. He shouldn't even be in this division. Gabriel Mastery, man. Oh, get the fuck out of here, bro. I mean, it'd be kind of just nice just to see. He haven't been fighting, man, for a while. So he needs something like this, a tune-up like this, to get back into the mix because he's taking sidestep money for everybody. He's taking sidestep money for EJ and Crawford. It'll just be good to see him back in the ring. And of course, you got your boy Brandon Figueroa versus what's his name, Jesse Magolino. I don't know who that is, but I know Brandon's he's gonna really bring, the fight to Jesse. Because that Brandon only know how to fight one way, and that's forward and leaning all over your ass and stuff. So these are gonna be. I mean, I don't think the Canelo fight's gonna be shit, but I think those undercards are pretty good, and I'm looking forward to seeing them. I'm looking forward to seeing those fights. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really interested in seeing how Marius Barrios develop. You know what I'm saying? I really want to see how he look against Fabian Madonna. And he's not ranked either. He's really not ranked at the top 10. But I could tell. I know his brother. If I know he's training with his brother, Marcos Madonna, I think he'll skip a lot of those guys if he had the opportunity to fight those guys who's in the top 10. I think he'll beat a lot of them just because of his pedigree. So, it is what it is, man. Let me see. So, yeah, but that's what's going on in boxing, man. It's like, we need to get these guys. We need to get these guys, in the ring. I don't know how the hell we're going to do that. And, they really trying to promote. They're really trying to promote Boots, making this move and everything. I'm sorry, I'm like on the mind shit, looking for shit. You see. Yeah, but I don't know. They're making a big deal about Bill talking about something they're gonna kill Ryan and stuff. They're making a big deal out of that shit. It's like I don't pay that shit no attention, bro. They're trying to like really make a big deal out of that. He says what Ryan said to cause. Oh, talking about hit where your mama shit. Oh, so I mean, they really enjoyed it, trying to create some kind of fake ass controversy, bro. Come on, man. It's like, of course he's where his mama was. And, I mean, this is silly, man. This is too silly. There's also Anger Papa Haney Bill who talked about wanting Debbie to kill him. So, just because he said where your mama was. So, they think people really gonna tune in because of this shit, man. He says Devin was like, I'm going to drown you, which some believe is a line that he borrowed from Tank Davis, a fighter that he believes to be copying outside of the. Oh, why do they make such a big deal about Dev copying Javante Tank Davis style? I mean, this shit is I mean, so what? They both round the same. I think Devin is younger than Tank. So, you know, if he copied Tank, you know, usually you copy people you admire, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's what young people do. They see somebody wearing a Kango back when I was coming up. People used to wear LL Cool J. They used to wear like a Kango and shit, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what you do. You know, you copy the person that you know what I'm saying, that you admire, you know what I'm saying? So everybody was wearing Kangos back then when goddamn LL Cool J was doing it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? I mean, why these fighters can't do it? They're part of the same fan base. You know, basically, I know people don't want to hear that, but they got the same fan base. So, you know what I'm saying? If Tank got a chain, you know what I'm saying? He looked, you know, he got a certain, you know, stilo, you know what I'm saying? Got down there in that Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? You know, Devin probably never seen nothing like that because he's a private school dude. You know what I'm saying? He's not a street guy like Tank. You know, Tank, he got that swag, man. He got the tattoos and everything. He says, don't forget, he said, oh, shit, Fury and Usyk, May 18th. I think, will Fury be able to get up for that fight? Or is he going to fake another injury? Because he always fake an injury so he could get the PED treatment. He always fakes something so he can always go back to the drawing board and get his dope, you know what I'm saying, so he can get ready for the fight. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know, man. It's like I'm just over the whole heavyweight division. I just think the whole shit is fake. You know what I'm saying? I just think the agenda is real when it comes to the heavyweight division. And I just want some real talent to come in, man, so we can see some banging. I can't wait for Tyson Fury and Usyk to get the hell up out of here. I think they're all drug cheats. He says, what you said, Don? He says, no, Charles, the drug cheat himself. Victor said, oh, yeah, I read that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but that's what it is with them. I'm just not interested in seeing who win that. I think they fucked Wilder out of his legacy. I think they screwed Wilder out of their legacy, just like they always fuck up, you know, our shit when, you know what I'm saying, we're dominant in anything, they come in and fuck it up. I do believe that. You know what I'm saying? Just like fucking Tulsa, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers just come in, they can't stand to see shit the way it is, so they come in and try to control every goddamn thing, you know. We know Tyson Fury was knocked out that first fight. And what Jack Reese said, yeah, I gave him extra time. You know what I'm saying? That's how brazen this shit is. So for me, heavyweights just, you know what I'm saying, they just kind of fucked it all up for me. Especially, you know what I'm saying, but it may turn out to be pretty entertaining. Just depends, you know what I'm saying, depends on if Fury can, you know, get up for the fight. If he can get up for the fight, it might be interesting. But I think Usyk gonna still be, you know what I'm saying, who he is with the hands and the movement. You know, he should be able to outbox Tyson Fury, because I think Tyson Fury is kind of long in the tooth, like Deontay Wilder. I think they took a lot out of each other during those fights, and I don't think Usyk went through all that shit. I don't think he's taking that damage that Tyson Fury has, and I think he'll be able to beat him to the punch. He'll be able to outbox him easily. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he'll have a lot of trouble with Tyson Fury. I just don't think that'll happen. I think, you know, Tyson Fury's a talented fighter. He's just a cheater. You know what I'm saying? He's just a cheating ass motherfucker. That's about it. Yeah, I think he need a lot to keep him going because he got. I think he's very unhealthy. I think Usyk, saying, is a better fighter, but I just don't think he has the intangibles to be a true heavyweight. I just think some of the shit they allow him to get away with like the divorce fight. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker was up out of there. See, when it comes to their fighters, they allow them to get away with the shit. They will stop this motherfucker from winning. Period. Just like they stopped Deontay Wilder from winning. You know what I'm saying? This nigga was up out of there. You know what I'm saying? So, but they gave the fight. You know what I'm saying? From Daniel Dubois to Usyk. You know what I'm saying? So they can make sure the two top dudes was the dominant ones. The dominant race, and I do believe that. You know what I'm saying? They control all that shit up there, and I don't think Daniel Dubois is the best heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? It's just that was his night, that was his day, and they didn't want him to fuck up the money. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want him to fuck up the Usyk, Tyson Fury money, but we all know that shit. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to them two, we seen this coming years ago when they wouldn't fight Wilder when he was in his heyday, when AJ, and Eddie Hearn, said would not fight Wilder for nothing, and nobody, like they wouldn't admit that shit, man. It's like why are you talking about $50 million that don't exist? Just going all out the way to deny realities. Just say, man, we're not fighting Deontay Wilder. They didn't say that shit. They didn't admit that shit till like years later. Saying, oh, I can't lose right now. What's going on, Go Flow? Talking about, I just can't lose right now. I just can't lose right now. It's like, bro, saying, you're pathetic. Why go out there and grab the belts if you're not ready to, fight all challengers? Saying? If somebody call your name out, just like Carissa Shields was saying, saying when somebody call you out, you meet that challenge. What happened to them days? Why are we looking at pay-per-view numbers now? Why we to duck people? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I understand there's a lot of money to be made, but at the same time, we got to keep it real here. We got to keep it real. We got to keep boxing moving forward. And that's not what happened. We're just allowing people to duck and make excuses. Say why they don't want to fight that dangerous dude. But that's what makes you the champion. Facing people who want to challenge your crown, right? We're getting away from that. Especially Canelo. He's been way out of bounds with that shit for a long time. People just making excuses. You know what I'm saying? So we just go with the flow. Well, Canelo can do what he want to do. Bud Crawford could do what he want to do. Everybody they done got to the point where they could do what they want to do. Well, get the hell up out of boxing. They drop the belts. If you want to do what you want to do, you don't need the belts to do it, right? You don't need to drag the belts to do it. So to garner attention, right? You don't need that. You know what I'm saying? So drop them belts and do what Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather didn't need the belts. I mean, he just grabbed the belt to have something to fight up under, but he really didn't need the belts. You know what I'm saying? So, and I don't think Canelo need the belts either. I think he can just take his ass on and stop holding up the 168 division and, saying go fight some exhibition or whatever the hell you want to fight and just leave boxing alone. Leave, just traditional boxing alone. Stop bending the rules just for yourself, just because, you're that powerful. Just because you can do that. And, just because you're that bad, you got the network deals. That's another thing what they did to cut different fighters out was to make these blocks of network deals, right? And so, if you're not powerful like that and can make the money, nobody's like really, really fucking with you. If you can't guarantee somebody $6, $7, $8, $10 million a fight, basically you buying fighters, you buying competition. So if you're not in the market to buy competition, good like Caleb Plant was brought, to fight Canelo. You see what I'm saying? So that's good competition. So you got to have those block network deals to offer, good competition to build your resume, to pad your resume. So come on now, we know how it go, but we want to get back to regular competition in boxing. So we need Tyson Fury to slide We need Canelo to slide. We need Terrence Crawford to slide. We need all these dudes that don't want to fight in a regular, saying traditional way to slide. If you don't want to fight the next in the ranking, or you don't want the next in the ranking to fight you, you don't want mandatories, you need to slide. That's all it is. I want Jamel Charlo to slide. If you don't want to fight, what's that Russian dude, Brahma, what's his name, Brahma, Mahavalev or something like that at 154. Let me see. I'm going to pull him up for you. But let me see. Let's see. Boxing ranking. Alima Heave. We looked them up the last time when we was on. What I'm saying? We looked up all the little, the little generic boxes the last time. If y'all catch my, not the last screen, but a screen, but my live before live, we looked up all the little tiny little boxes that was on the rankings that we didn't know. Let me see rankings. Okay. Boxing rankings. Okay. So we looked up all of them. Look at that. I didn't hit the wrong shit. Let me see. There we go. So we looked up all the rankings and just looked up those names that, you don't really kind of know, man. It's like shit. Yeah, I don't even know how they got too many consonants in their damn names. Let me see. So I'm going down. There you go. Bakram Matalazi Leave or some shit like that. Let me see. I'll pull him, show you what I'm talking about. So if he can fight that dude, because that's the dude that he passed up on, he dropped the belt. He dropped the belt so he wouldn't have to fight that guy. And I was like, what the hell is going on with Jamel, man? Why is he not? I mean, that would be a huge fight for us to eat on, man. This guy right here. Why didn't he fight this guy? Where this shit at? There you go, at the top right there. At the W, this guy right here. Akaram, what's his name? Motalev, how you say that shit. But that's the dude right there. I want to see him fight. That's the dude right there that need to get into the mix right there. I mean, I saw him. I mean, we saw him. It's just that shit. I don't see him beating no Terrence Crawford. I don't see him beating no Errol Spence Jr. I mean, he might be able to beat Errol Spence Jr. if he's in a weakened state. But let me see. What is his name? Just try to look at his Instagram. Let me see. Well, I showed you his Instagram before. But just to kind of get a, because he's at the top, y'all. What is he, interim champion there? Let me see. Or did they elevate him? But this is him. This is him. But he's up there, man. And nobody's really talking about him. So, I was just kind of interested to see, what he looked like, Let me see. I got the Instagram up just so you can see why Jamel is possibly, why is he avoiding this guy? Why didn't he make this fight? I mean, this is the fight he should have kept him active. I mean, I know he made a lot of money with Canelo, but it kind of damaged his reputation and him giving up the belt. You know what I'm saying? So this, for this guy, he took a lot of step aside money for him to make those Castano fights. You know what I'm saying? This is the dude. You know what I'm saying? And it's somebody who we never seen up there like that. I don't know if some of y'all seen some of his fights, but he looked like he's one of them pressure, hard hitting type body punchers. Let's see. He said, I'm trying to see some of his other stuff. Now, this is him, what he looked like in the ring. So he just had a fight, but it wouldn't be nobody you would have known that he won that shit from. Let me see. So I'm just trying to see if you can see something where. Okay. So this, so this is for fair use. Okay, let's go ahead and. Yeah, I don't see it. I think Charlo could have beat this guy. I think he could have beat this guy. Look at that. Look at that. He leaves himself wide open. Let me see if I can. Man, I don't think he's that dangerous. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's that dangerous. He's getting counted and shit. Yeah, he get his ass knocked out. I mean, he looked tough. Don't get me wrong. All these Uber stand fighters. I mean, he looked tough. I mean, but yeah, he's one of the top dudes at 154. So it's a lot of good fights to be made. This would be somebody, you know what I'm saying, they should go after to knock his ass on up out of there. You know, so this would be a good fight. I think he'll give him a good fight. Look at him use his elbow in the turn. You know, so uppercuts. I mean, this dude here, he look like he's a good body puncher. He's physical. He's coming forward. I think it'd be entertaining. You know, look at that, man. You know, so I think he gets his ass busted up top, but look at him. I think he'd be a tough dude, but I think somebody need to knock his ass up out of there. And I don't know why. My boy Jamel just kind of like passed up on this. This would have been a good fight. This would have been a good fight. So, you know, it's a lot of maybes. This guy right here that you're gonna be seeing. That you're gonna see this name. Well, he's the champion. Actually, he's the champion, IBF champion. So, because I think he beat Jack Coquet. You know what I'm saying? Who knows who the hell? That's another one. We showed that in the last. We showed all these little dudes that that just kind of creeped up. You know, became number 2 and number 3. Look at Eric Lubin is up there. So you know, it's just they need to get in the ring, man. You know what I'm saying? They need to get in the ring. You know, Tim Tszyu dropped to number 1. After that, I mean, he didn't drop down after he got his ass beat. You know what I'm saying? He dropped still number 1, the number 1 place. Charles Conwell been there. He haven't fought in damn 2 years. I don't know, man. Boxing got a lot of cleaning up to do. He says boxing is turning into W. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it's making the fans like not really respected. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I mean, it just is what it is, fellas. You know, we got a lot of fights that could be made here, and it just don't make sense. I mean, like I was saying the last time we looked at Cromwell, I was like, shit, where the hell is he? He haven't fought in 2 years. That's one of the best fighters at 154. Where the hell he been? What the hell is he? What's wrong? I mean, he got promotional issues? Let me see. I gotta look up some shit on him, man, because he's a damn good fighter. Charles Conwell, number 1, the WBC. Let me see if I can pull up. What the hell's going on with him, man? He haven't fought in 2 years. So did he hurt himself or something, Charles Conwell? Let me see. So I'm looking him up. Let's see, Charles Conwell. I mean, he has 18 bouts, 79-70. So his last fight was Juan Abreu, and that's who Jerome Bucenis fought. That's who he beat, John Abreu. Which John Abreu ain't shit, you know. So let's keep it real. This guy's out of Cleveland, Ohio. But why haven't he been fighting? If he's still, and how does he stay in number 1? How is he still number 1? Number 1. So WBC, so that's not vacant. So this must be old. It's not vacant anymore. Let's see. So let me see. Maybe these just changed. Let me see. But I still want to see where he at because he haven't fought in a while. So who is he fighting? Who is he fighting? Why isn't he fighting? Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's any stories on why Charles Cromwell isn't fighting. Because it just don't make no sense to me. John Cromwell, Charles Cromwell fighting in honor of. Says, let me look up his. Let's see what his last on his Twitter. It says not now. Let's see. It says stop. Last one, when he stopped your boy, they got him on here. Let me see. Trying to see what's up, man. It's just, you can't make them fight, but you just wonder. It's like these guys, they fight their way to the top and then they stop fighting. You know what I'm saying? Then you forget, where they placed. You know what I'm saying? Like this is him beating Carlos Rubio. A nice body shot. Dude is nice. He's nice as hell, man. It's like, I just don't understand.
Arsenal of punches, and that's what he showed here. and ultimately getting
That's
Rubio out
Cromwell.
here
I gotta pause it, every for 5 seconds.
in the
That's
second
it.
round as the referee would stop it.
He should be fighting, man. There's no reason. I don't see no articles on here why he shouldn't be fighting, but he's up there. You know what I'm saying? He's up there. But that's what we're looking at. Then you got Xander Zayas. He's a good dude, but I don't think he's top 4. Then you got Virgil Ortiz, number 7 in the WBO. Come on, man. Virgil Ortiz is shit. But, of course, he needs to beat somebody at 154. I mean, it's a lot of fights that need to be happening right now. This weekend. It's a lot of fights that should be happening. Virgil Ortiz, that's a top name, man. It's like, why these guys are not getting it in? It just don't make no sense. He said, I think Errol should fight him if Tim and Fondora is going to run it back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, they need to somehow. The PBC is letting things slip a little bit because Matchroom is getting a lot of shine. Eddie Hearn, let's admit it. I mean, if he gets Shakur Stevenson, shit, the game is going to be over because you got 2 handicapped top guys in Jamal and Jamel. Those twins was like pushing a lot of the entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Now you got them all broke down and they're aging. You know what I'm saying? But now you look like Matchroom got the future. You know what I'm saying? They got a 26-year-old Jerron Booth. You got a 25-year-old Shakur Stevenson. They got the damn future. You know what I'm saying? PBC is going to be like Top Rank was 6 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Top Rank got the goddamn future too. They got the shoes. They got, unless, they end up lowballing them guys as they get more popularity, which is what they do. You know what I'm saying? Because, we saw all the other great fighters move up, like Cotto, Floyd, you know what I'm saying? Oscar De La Hoya himself, had to leave Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? It's a good place to start, but it's nowhere where you become a superstar, and you're going to become a bona fide superstar if you leave Top Rank. Everybody except for Bud Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Bud Crawford, so he just waited too damn long. He was the only motherfucker that stayed over there to make that easy ass money. You know what I'm saying? And I just hate to see people. It's hard to say because he works so fucking hard in the gym, but at the same time, he don't fight the fights that you want to see him fight. You know what I'm saying? So it's just split because he's a hell of an athlete. He's a hell of a great fighter, but he just moves sideways. He moves like a fucking sand turtle, or he moves like a sand crab, or what they call them damn crabs, them rock crabs where they move sideways. That's Terrence Crawford. He's a goddamn ocean sand crab. You know what I'm saying? Donald says, I think Errol should fight him if Tim Tszyu and Fondora is going to run it back. You know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, I don't know how they're going to do that, man, because of course, Errol and Tim Tszyu, that's a good fight. It's a big fight. I don't know how big it is since Tim Tszyu got Falumaloon. How big is that fight? He got Falumaloon. How big is that fight now with Errol? Because if a Fondora could whip your ass, wouldn't you want to see Errol and Fondora? You know what I'm saying? But now if they give Tim the opportunity, he comes back and he looks good. You know what I'm saying? If I were Fondora, I'd carry a little damn razor in my goddamn glove and cut it right in the same spot. You know what I'm saying? And blind that motherfucker. I'm just joking. Don't go back and say Pool Kind of Boxes is supporting violence and cuts, so on boxers' heads. No. I mean, he's going to need something. He's going to have to be more aggressive than he was the last time. He's going to have to really use that distance, because I really thought that Fondora, he made good use of the jab, but he could have done better to get Tim Tszyu up out of there. And Tim Tszyu, to be fair, he couldn't see because of the blood in his eye, so he might win. He might get Fondora ass up out of there. But he's so predictable. It's ridiculous. I don't see anything Tim Tszyu does well besides throw that overhand right. So I don't see no special skills. He's a better inside fighter. He got power once he get on the inside. But I've seen him drop before. So I've seen Tim Tszyu drop. So I don't think he's a complete fighter at all. I don't think he's a complete fighter. I just don't. So GoFlow say, he says, I heard Boots ran from oh man, are y'all serious? I mean, come on, man, stop. I know people trolling. I know people are trolling me now. People are definitely trolling me because Boots stood in the pocket and he showed you that he was willing to stand there. He traded with Villa quite a few times and didn't rush up out of there either. He even backed Villa up in that fight. I mean, he was cracking the shit out of Villa. Even when he beat his ass, he broke him down, bro. I mean, I forgot what round it was, but shit, they were going back and forth, and you know what I'm saying, your boy Boots just broke his wheel. That motherfucker went down, and I was like, God damn, Villa is a tough dude. I mean, it was like Floyd fighting Madonna. You know what I'm saying? It was like every time now he hit Villa so flush, and it looked like it didn't do anything to Villa. Villa would come back with his counter, and then it got to the point where he couldn't counter Boots. Boots was catching, shooting him, and just using more timing. His timing was just way better, and his defense was way better. Just catching, shooting him, and moving slightly. Stepping out. Stepping back in. He was fucking Villa up. Now Villa was getting some good body work in. He was getting some good shots. So Boots got a beard on. He's got a beard. Villa was throwing some shit now. You know what I'm saying? And once Jerron Boots decided to stay in the pocket, it was problems for Villa, man. But Villa was countering pretty good for a while till he couldn't counter no more. He just got caught on the chin a couple of times. I think Boots hit him like 2 times. You know what I'm saying? He just couldn't finish him. He don't have no one punch power. So he's like EJ, where he had a combination. I think Boots' advantage and Terrence Crawford advantage that they punch in combination. I think Boots, he does both. He fights, throwing single punches and combinations, but he could do both. You know what I'm saying? And where he see where one isn't working, he'll throw the combination, or he'll throw like the one and then the uppercut. So he's just creative. His offense is just so creative. You know what I'm saying? GoFlow says he says Vito is the future of PBC. You said Vito. You know what I'm saying? Who is Vito? Let me see. Vito. I'm trying to think. Who is Vito GoFlow? Vito. I don't know who that is, bro. But I don't know that Boots and Romaville fight. That shit was I go back and watch that all the time. That was just one of the more exciting fights, and that what makes me think that Boots is going to be hell at 154. That fight right there. I mean, I just think he's going to be all that in a bowl of grits at 154. You know what I'm saying? So shit, it is what it is, man. I think Boots is going to dominate. This is his era. We just need to get these fights. We need PBC. We need Al Heyman to make some calls. You know what I'm saying? Because they got to look better than this for Amazon Prime. If they got dough like that, it's not looking good for them to let a contender like Jerron Boots to get away. You know what I'm saying? That's big time. That's a big time era. Or you know what I'm saying? Maybe they got something planned in the future. Oh, from Jersey. Let me see. Victor. Let me see. He said, I don't know who that is. Bro. You know what I'm saying? You got me on that one. V2. Let me see. Well, I got him pulled up. Let me see. Let's see what his Instagram look like. Just to see what you're talking about. See. Okay, so Vito White Magic. That might have been the dude I was talking about a long time ago. About his skills and shit, man. Let me see. So this is the dude you're talking about. Let's see. Vito White Magic, Malinichi. How you say his name? Okay, so let's pull him up. Let's see. So that's his Instagram. Let's see what he look like. Let me see. So this is the dude you're talking about. Let's see. This is my first time laying eyes on him. Like he worked hard. Let's see. Never seen him fight before though. I like the hook. I like the speed. Oh, I like the body. I like how you get the leverage under that hook, behind that hook. I like it. I like his footwork too. Real mechanical with this shit. There, man. Look like he'll lay some motherfuckers out. Let's see. See if he got a fight with him. Doing a little something, something. Let's see. Trying to see. Has he had any major fights yet? Okay, this is fair use. Just educational purposes. Huh. I don't think he has a lot of fights, bro. Let me see. Let's see. Are they gonna show him in a fight? Let me go back. Nah, they ain't gonna show him in that. Get a copyright straight. There you go. Let's see. There you go. Fair use. Okay. Motherfucker ain't bullshitting. You got nice fundamentals over the top. So you think this is the dude? It says, love this kid, his family, his pops. I'm just reading the comments over here on the side. He says, great shot, champ. He says, Visa got the first knockout tonight. He said, thank you, Al Heyman, for another great opportunity. So this is a PBC fighter. He said, thank you for everyone who came out and showed love tonight. Said the energy was electric, praying my opponent's health and safety. Okay, humble. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker got a little bit of power, huh? You got a little bit of power. He said, Vito. I gotta see what weight class this dude at. Let me see. You done turned me on to somebody. Let me see. You turned me on to somebody. I definitely got to. I love to find new fighters. You know what I'm saying? That can fight. Trying to look for more footage. Let me see. Here go another footage. This is fair use. This is fair use. So he got a good little jab. Got a little step into the jab. You got a good little jab, man. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, got power. Something I'm noticing, he got power, man. He's got good combination. You know, that little combination he throws is finishing mugs. I mean, of course, that's at that level too. But let me see. I got what is his ranking? You know what I'm saying? Let's see. What division is he in? What division is he? 154? Okay. Oh man. He needs to be fighting these guys that I was looking up that we didn't know. I mean, if Al Heyman is sitting on look at Richard Hitchens and shit, talking about free smoke. Man, get your ass up out of here. Look at him under commented on the shit. Talking about free smoke. You know what I'm saying? So that's a PBC fighter, man. That is awesome. Man, I like that, man. You just turned me on to somebody. So his name is Vito White. What is it? Mitrovici? How you say Mitrovici? These guys' names, man. Shit. Let me see. Yeah, that's somebody to look out for right there. That's some serious. That's gonna be a serious fighter. And I'm trying to keep them into the mix. Every now and then you'll see me look up a couple of these guys because we never seen them fight before. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where they're gonna hold these guys. You know what I'm saying? Where we're gonna be able to see the fight so we can get familiar with them. He said he's from Jersey. Go Flo. Say he's from Jersey. Good. I thought he was a wood chopper. So he says he took a loss already. He says won it back. Okay, let's look up his box rec. You know what I'm saying? Let's look up his box rec. Let me see. Let's look up his box rec real quick. Probably not gonna know anybody on his box rec, but you know, so it's good to see, kind of keep up. It says ranked number 40. They got him ranked number 40. 17 wins, 1 loss. Let me see if you guys can see that. I have to click out of that. Let's see. Let's see. Let me click out of that. Can y'all see that? Oh, I got to share my screen. But this is his boxing record, y'all. Okay, so he's 17 wins, 1 loss, and 12 KOs. He says he got a 70%, so he got some power. He got some power. 70%, you know, 59, you know, say almost 71% KO ratio. Age 21, he's young as shit. And like you say, he's out of Roslyn, New Jersey. Birthplace was Belleville, New Jersey. Okay, 6'5". I mean, that's pretty damn good. That's pretty damn good. White Magic. So let's look at his boxing record. So the last dude, Salem the Barbie, he KO'd him, bro. So I don't know. You say he lost one. Okay, he lost one to James Martin. Let's see who that is. Okay, never seen him either. That's James Martin right there. That's the guy who beat this dude. Let me see. Man, he got 0% KO power, bro. Come on, that must be a typo. That must be a typo. This motherfucker got 0% KO. Well, how the hell did he win? You know, it must be just one of this motherfucker's a skillful ass dude. Then he 5'7". He's got 66.5-inch reach, and dude got like a 70-something inch reach. What the hell going on? He must be just caught him early or something. Let me see. Let's see. Yeah, this dude got a little bit more experience. Let me see. Does he? No, he don't. Wow. So he beat him, but you say he got that win back. Oh, you know what I'm saying? You say he got that. Oh, he lost. Let me see. You say he got the win back. Okay, yeah, he lost a majority decision. Okay, he lost a majority decision. This dude to Victor. He lost to Xander too. Now, I don't remember that fight. I usually watch Xander fight. So he lost to Xander. Okay. So he got it back in majority decision win. Okay, this dude must be fight a little bit though. You know what I'm saying? But that's it. They need to do something about that 0% KO. It's like, god damn. He got no KOs, bro. What the fuck? He got like 0 KOs. You know, had 15 bouts. You know, lost 4. Damn. He lost 4. Just the dude he lost to? Age 26. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. That's weird. You know what I'm saying? But he was able to beat this dude. Okay, we got to see, man. We got to see. That's interesting, though. I'm going to look out for him, though. Milnicki. Okay, Milnicki. So he trolling pool. I'm like, damn, that's pretty interesting. But I'm gonna look out for him. You know what I'm saying? I want to know all these guys that's coming up. I used to look them up individually. You know what I'm saying? Just to see who's going to be up and coming. They got him ranked as number Milnicki. They got him ranked number 40. This dude here is ranked number 210. So it's like shit. He's don't lose your place to somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's why these guys rarely get into the ring, because they don't want to lose their rankings. You know, but you gotta put in your time, and the more you fight, you know, so the sharper you're gonna be. So you have more confidence in what you're doing, you know, to who you're fighting. So pretty much it is what it is. But you know what I'm saying? We'll be back on tomorrow night. I mean, maybe tomorrow night. Yeah, probably tomorrow night, because I like to let everybody else go, you know what I'm saying? So I can have some people, you know what I'm saying, to come on in on my live stream. So, you know, this is pretty cool, you know what I'm saying? Hey, make sure y'all support the channel, man. Help your boy out, man, you know what I'm saying? On the Cash App, you know what I'm saying? Look at you scrolling across the screen. And we'll be back tomorrow night. You know, so we're going to be on all week. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna really hit it hard and like, you know, really look up these fights and talk shit, you know what I'm saying, about boxing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we got in 3 hours today. He says Vito ain't like Joey Spencer. That's hopefully not. Hopefully not, you know, say because we haven't seen Joey Spencer in a minute since he took that ass beating. You know what I'm saying? It's like shit. You know, some of these fighters you think that are good, you know, they're just untested. And you know, people are saying the same thing about Boots and Devin Haney's, you know what I'm saying? They think that Sabri Matias is gonna come in there and teach him a lesson. So you know, it'll be interesting for these fights to get on. But we'll be back on tomorrow, and y'all hit me up, man. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up, and you know, look out for your boy. You know, I appreciate everybody sliding through. You know what I'm saying? And you know, support the channel. You know what I'm saying? Support the channel. You know what I'm saying? Your boy, you know what I'm saying? He's sliding through to a new career. You know what I'm saying? You know, help your boy out. But I'll be back probably about 6 o'clock. I'll try to wait for everybody to get their shit on so I can get off. Or I'll probably come on early in the morning. You know, sometimes I've done 10-hour live streams. So, you know, people know how I get down. You know, my people know how I get down. It ain't all about the money. It's just about, you know, saying just, you know, having the energy to do this shit because I'm getting old. You know what I'm saying? All right, though, but we'll see you guys tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Just look out for me. And, of course, I'll post it, you know, when we're going to go live, man, you know. And we'll see what's the next drama thing that's happening in boxing. You know what I'm saying? But this has been Cool Kind of Boxing. You know what I'm saying? You know, this has been Cool Kind of Boxing. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Just look out for your boy. You know what I'm saying? Peace out, y'all. You know, peace out. You know.